Hells yes.
Alexshellnot playing Men of the West.
You know it. You gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, shit. Well, I hope we don't get loads of lag. Here's hoping for a lag-free game.
I stress in 2v2 XD. Oh man.
Plains of Rohan. Is this where Eomer first met Gimli?
I think so, yeah. Plains of Rohan when they're chasing the Uruk guy.
I need to alt tab a sec. Right.
Oh no.
There we go.
Frozen.
Yeah, I had to get the fucking. I just realised my fucking small boxed it. I was small penising the whole time. Now we've got the fucking big dick club on the way for our 11 viewers. All right, in the bottom left, we've got.
I love how quickly this is degenerated.
This guy's name in the bottom left is a penis, isn't it? It's penis.
Is that what that
is? Just mouse over his thing. It's actually a penis, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Double Isengard from the team in the bottom. One of them's a penis, and he's on the bottom. And then on the top, we've got the other two factions.
Goblins and, of course, Men of the West. If you have double Eisen, you would hope that one of them would go wargs, but it doesn't seem like they are.
Yeah, no one's scouting. We've got a nice little hidden stables.
Yeah, forward stable. You gotta love it. I wonder if he's gonna delete, and that's the only reason why he did it forward. I like doing this too. Sometimes if I know I'm going to delete the stable, is just, since you know you're going to delete it, you can just use your builder time to get that first cavalry unit into their face as soon as possible by building it forward. But I don't know if he's going to delete it.
We'll see. If it doesn't get found, you might as well keep it. But he's probably going for a little cheeky old deleter Rooney. Yeah, Isengard's starting pikes opposite him, so that's going to be an interesting battle. We'll see how that goes.
You would assume that the reason he's starting pikes is get either the cave troll or the, and obviously I think that you should go for the cave troll first since it's more money and since you're Eisen it's low risk. The other thing about these two factions versus each other is that since Alex is going cavalry, it's not like they can creep. The goblins can creep the wargs, and he might do that, but it doesn't seem like he's going to. He's just rushing straight into this Eisen.
He just no lag there, mate. No lag. He stopped him just in time.
Good control. Good control.
You can creep Warglare with Gondor Knights, by the way. On defensive
yes, you can.
It's pretty good. You end up losing one.
Alex is opting to harass here, and like if he potentially could get all 3 slaughterhouses, and that would be a really, really big deal for him, and would basically set them up to win this game off of that early game engage. The fact that the purple Eisen is creeping here just seems like a pretty massive mistake.
Yeah, it's a huge mistake. The barracks has only just gone up. There's no Gondor soldiers in view at all, and this time spent creeping, he could be like harassing the base.
Yeah, exactly. Or even defending his structures here. Like the fact that he's going to lose all of his farm, 100% is like they should lose off of this interaction. Like they should just straight up lose because Alex has so neutered him on this early game engage.
It's GG, isn't it? It's GG already.
It feels like it should be. Like if all of the players play this out correctly, I feel like it should be GG. It isn't necessarily odd for mistakes. Losing half of his battalion.
Yeah, he's lost half the battalion of Gondor Knights, which isn't ideal, but I think you would say you've done enough damage there.
Yeah,
as well.
No, it's okay, and he's gonna get that well up. Like this Gondor Knight is gonna fight again, and on the left side of the map, though. Yeah, no.
Yeah, on the left side, we've had the bottom side, south side are doing quite well on the left, aren't they? Because they've had this Uruk warrior battalion, level 2. He's probably killed like 2 or 3 units of goblin warriors, something like that.
Just taxing so much time. Like the goblin is 100% on the back foot, and in this 2v2, going back to that first unit cavalry, it's like he got a lot out of it. So I think the right play, but you would want that if this was a little higher level and these players were coordinating a little bit better. I think the more ideal thing that would have happened is that Gondor Knight just tramples his first 2 Uruk-hai, and that opens up the Goblin to just rain havoc on his side. But, I think the board state as it is still favorable for the North team. But, this one, the Purple's first pike is creeping. So, like, the fact that he,
Yep. So I think it's a bit of a roll of the dice, isn't it? If you have, if Isengard builds like a Uruk warrior first, then it's great to have the Gondor
did he
Knight.
Steal?
Yeah, he stole 2 of them as well. So
what a fucking legend, bro!
Alex shall steal. The ultimate pirate. We're not on the Shanks' stream right now, but it doesn't matter. He's taken all the creeps for himself anyway. And it's looking pretty interesting game. I think the South team with Penis, we're going to call him, Penis has managed to get a bit of an initiative on the left-hand side.
Yeah, no, this board state is really interesting because I would call it even. Like, for as far ahead as the Men of the West player is, I think that blue Eisen is just as further, if not further ahead. Eisen versus Goblins can be really, really hard if the Eisen player manages to sort of get this kind of like these Uruk-hai in your base and you're having trouble dislodging them. I think he's killed 2 or 3 tunnels and has basically just like rapidly expanded, building his 5th furnace here. Like he's in a really good position, and to the point that I would say that what the men player ought to do is, as soon as this Gondor Knight is back up to snuff, back to being a full battalion, he needs to start putting some pressure onto the blue player.
He's got to help his ally. Yeah, there's no pikes on the left-hand side. Oh, a Tainted Land going down as well, though. It looks like we've got the surround. Nice surround here on the Uruk Warriors, but are they going to be too tanky? Krebine being used as well. It looks like those Uruks are just going to...
Tainted Land is really questionable, too.
They're just going to beef their way through that, aren't they? Just going to eat up all of those little goblins for breakfast, and seems like
this is not good.
This is really rough now for Doon Dane, who's playing goblins. He's having a really hard time. He's still got a couple of tunnels in the middle of the map that seem to be sort of being held, but otherwise he's having a rough time. And on the other side, it's the opposite story, isn't it? Because Alexshellnot has got the upper hand against Bauer.
Just a little bit. Bauer is managing to force the battle to be taking place on Alex's side of the map, which, it is good. It does help with pressure. It means that his furnaces aren't getting hit. So he lost 3 for the beginning, deleted 2 of them. So, we might have exaggerated just how far ahead he was off of that lead, but
yeah, well,
still.
Bauer was deleting his furnaces, wasn't he? So he was getting 150 cash back from each one. It looks like, but yeah, he's in a pretty rough spot right now, I would say. He's got like his cavalry are all pretty low. He's just when you see a player like Warchant 2 units, you know they're in trouble. And Alexshellnot's just got way more on the pitch. He's got like 5 or 6 different units here. The classic Rise of the Witch King Archer Pike scenario. Looks like we've got a nice juicy DC as well.
You hate to see it. Hopefully we come back here. Oh my god!
I think we've been kicked, haven't we? We've been kicked. No.
That's a bummer.
Did we get kicked because we're all spectators, aren't we? If there's a DC.
Does that happen?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what happens because no one else.
I think everyone's done. Everyone's out though. Wow, that was a bummer.
Oh really? No, they're still playing.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, we need another. We need
another player.
I need another player. Might have to rehost if Alexshellnot is DC'd.
Yeah.
Should we rehost?
Yeah, I think Alex hard crashed. That sucks.
Do you want to host?
I'll try. I don't know why.
Oh wait, I'll host. Wait, I'll do a host.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and then like maybe someone else can host the actual game because I'm like streaming. And
Sure. Yeah. It was really interesting, that game. I wish we could. But Dundane was building his 6th Goblin Cave, which I think is just like straight up a mistake. Like I don't think he had any idea what he was supposed to do in that situation. And basically, like, you want to have some Marauders on there. Like, you have to sort of do Hammer and Anvil, where you need your Goblin Warriors to sort of be flank potential, like to flank his Uruks. But you need something tanky enough to sort of actually stand up to the Urukai long enough to create the anvil for your Goblin's Hammer.
Yeah, I agree. When you've only got like 3 tunnels and you've got 6 Goblin Caves, and your economy is going to be fucked at that point.
Yeah, it feels and obviously for him, he feels like he's super on his back foot, right? So he doesn't want to. So he feels like investing into Marauders might be too expensive, but. Yeah, Alex hopefully could have relieved a little bit of the pressure by redirecting some of his troops to the left side, and then.
Yeah.
But I think that if everything sort of continues on, I saw the Goblin player losing the 1v1 sooner than the purple Eisen would have lost his, if that makes sense.
I agree. Yeah, I agree as well. It was a close game. I would have quite liked to see how it panned out,
Yeah.
When there's no pikes, then 1 or 2 Gondor Knights can do a lot of work.
For sure.
Right, what have we got here then? We've got quite a few people have joined.
I'm not sure what we want to do.
2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So,
I'm connected to everybody too for another shocking twist.
Do you know
we could do a 3v3.
We could do a 3v3.
Well, Indica, I'm pretty sure is Liam66, and then Milo, I've played a couple big games with him, and he seems to be okay. I'm not super familiar with any of these players.
Okay. We do 2v2. Sorry to new guys. I got a kick. Because I think like 3v3,
it would probably be a laggy mess, right?
Yeah, okay. Let's just do this. Yeah, I just want to avoid as much lag as possible, basically. Do you know is someone got a good host in this? Maybe because I'm streaming, someone can host it.
No idea. Maybe give it to one of the players. Mine is usually low, but I mean, I can try. We'll just have a little chat in the lobby quick.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Okay, here we go.
That works.
Cool.
He hosts so that he can get his...
Yeah, pretty much. Mate, host advantage, let's go. And he gets the spot choice as well.
Oh, yeah. Just go elves straight into cavalry, just for max right here. The strats, the classic 2v2 strats. No. My host now starts lancers.
Mate, Indica will, if he picks elves, he does the exact same strategy every single game, the exact same build every single game on elves. It's
funny because he's like one of the better goblin players. I would say that I've played with, and is generally really creative and very aggressive with goblins. But really? It's like, but when he plays to win, it's like, I'm just gonna go elves, and I'm gonna and here's a statue, and here's some porcupine pikes, and
yeah. Oh, I hate that strategy.
Hey, man.
It's so lame.
Hey man, if you want to win, boy, you got to do it. I don't think that people react to it really well. I think generally, if everyone played with, where's number 4? He's out there.
Are we missing someone?
Yeah. _1_ is chilling in the lobby. Is not joined yet.
All right. Oh, we've had a few chats in the old Twitch chat. Penis is popping off this game. Yeah, he was absolutely popping off last game.
He is popping. Sorry, holy heckins, my Wi-Fi just shut off.
My Wi-Fi shut off. No problem, Alex. Your Wi-Fi is on now. We might need you, actually, because it looks like we've fucking missed a player. So hang in tight there. We might have you back. We're waiting for Penis, aren't we?
You just want to...
Wait. I'm just going to pop out and see if he's there. You hear Penis? Hello?
You hate to see it. Hey!
Yo.
Nope. Alright, screw it.
I don't know if he's here. Should we just fuck him off?
Yeah, I mean, Alex is here.
Yeah, alright.
Give him the old shot again.
Right, I'm coming out. I'm coming out of here. Penis is fucked off. It says he's away on Game Ranger as well.
Yeah.
So it's like he's probably masturbating or something like that. Right, let's fucking. Oh no! I fucking hate those adverts. I've muted it. Wait, how do you mute Game Ranger? Is there a way?
In Mixer, you just go to Mixer and you turn it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In sound?
Your sound mixer. Yeah, in your sound. Just right-click the speaker and then go to Mixer.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Anyway, well, it looks like we've got a game. So should I just click go?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh fuck!
I'm not connected to Lulu, so just
don't worry. I'll just kick him. Sorry. Yeah. Right, let's fucking go, boys. Oh, did Bao want to host again?
Oh, we can try.
Yeah, we'll let him host. I think when I'm streaming, my host is not that great.
Bummer City.
I think that's why the game was going a bit slow, yeah?
Maybe.
Holy shit, we got 8 guys. Let's go. Okay. Sick.
Thank you. Trucky's observing.
I'm observing, yeah.
Alex could commentate with us. That could be a good meme.
Yeah. Jizzy wants to come and commentate.
Well, Milo just went to observe, so.
Okay. Play. Cool. That would be a good meme, would it? Is Alex American?
Yeah. Maybe.
Should we tell them that it's on 100 times command points, or should we just leave it like that? See what happens. See if they notice. You want to put it on one next? What actually happens if you have 100 times? What does that mean?
It just makes it more likely to get laggy. It raises the whatever.
Does it actually raise anything though?
Yeah, it raises max CP, which it doesn't always turn up, but if it goes late game, like 100x means that max CP I think is like 10,000 instead of 1,000, so you can have potentially 10 times more troops on the board.
Oh, really? That's good. All right, fucking. Well, I'm just eating a Dorito.
Hell yeah. That's the American dream right there. To sit at home on your computer eating Doritos.
Eating Doritos and salsa. There he goes, yeah. Alex is picking elves. Let's go, elves for
Indica
the win.
Let's go.
All right, cool. So what have we got here then? We've got fucking penis on goblins this time.
Angmar goblins versus men elves. Very interesting.
Dude, I just want to see penis like really shove it up Indica's bum. I fucking hate elf pickers.
you're so animated. Oh man, the galling lack of professionalism. Oh my goodness.
This is an amateur stream.
Amateur circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the so what we're like so we're the Rise of the Witch King equivalent to like ESPN the Ocho or what is that what's going
That must be it. Yeah, we're like I don't know what we are. I think we're just
Yeah, when we're done with this, we're gonna commentate bowling, right? Some old
Mate, when we commentate this, I'm gonna
some old
get a
angry
beer.
white drunk white dude. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Welcome to Truckee RWO
Mate, we should
TWK
we should drunk
slash.
commentate actually, shouldn't we? We should get
Oh
drunk.
my god, we could. Possible.
I could get a beer right now.
Oh my god. That you could do that.
I might get a beer, mate. Wait, let's talk about the build orders.
No. What's your favorite beer?
Well, I've got
what's
a
in the
bunch
fridge
of,
right now?
I'll show you, mate. It's going to happen. We're going to miss the early game, lads. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, we got elves out of the west versus Angmar goblins. Man, I would hate to be goblins in this match. It would be really annoying to sort of get your footing going, especially since I feel like Alex is just eventually going to go cavalry. It's sort of his shtick. It's going to be really hard to get going, but we'll see.
All right, we are back.
Might be pro. What'd you grab?
We're back.
Name
I grabbed a little Stella Artois. This is the Liam build, isn't it? 3 melon trees into 2 fucking thingies.
Legendary. This is what SeaKnight thinks is, by the way, is this exact build.
He does this build every game, doesn't he? He does 3 melon trees, yeah. He does 2 barracks, and then looks
he's
like
creeping, he's creeping with the builder. So like this is all so much better than especially like the last couple of games. Like I think it's such a huge mistake to sort of aggress as the elf in this situation, and is 100% optimal. The next unit should be an archer, which will deal with this first goblin warrior really easily. You're going to be ahead in power points, you're going to be ahead economically, and you're just going to be able to set up to start steamrolling.
Yeah.
So like on one hand, it's like annoying, but I thought that the goblin player was going to creep the warg, which I think is the correct decision here, but.
Yeah, goblins should be creeping right now. Or is he going to be able to get this mallow tree on the left-hand side? It looks like he might be able to get it down.
He might be able to, but he won't be able to because his second, like this is why Indica's build is so strong, is that second unit is out. Like he shouldn't lose anything here.
Right, I see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he's microing a little bit on the...
Just a skosh. Oh yeah, he might lose that top one if he doesn't... Oh, now he's reacted. He's realized. He should be okay. He should be okay.
This is the Indica build, and then that third Malon tree is so safe, isn't it, with the barracks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, it's completely walled off.
So Goblins lost 3 units there for practically nothing. It's just a little bit of damage on each tree.
Yeah, and now the elf, because he creeped, is ahead in gold and is more importantly ahead in power points. Like he's only on 3 trees. He just built his 4th. He's free to do whatever he wants. Like I feel like knowing him, he's gonna just sort of chill outside the goblin space, or maybe in the middle, and he's gonna wait for Haldir to do anything too exciting. Like this is very standard. And what the goblin could be doing to deal with this is he could have, not thrown away his 3 units. Like as soon as the elf doesn't cross the mid map and isn't harassing you, you should, in your head as the goblin player, realize, okay, he's creeping, okay, he's going the safe build. If I just try and harass with 3 goblin warriors right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to be feeding him power points. This is a huge mistake. And look at this. Like Indica's getting this warg as well. Like this is unacceptable. Like
he's getting the warg lad.
Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's boring, but like the goblin is not playing correctly into this. Like what he should have been doing, he should be getting some lings to sort of like carry along the side, or going spider riders. He could be getting he could have a fisher up. He doesn't lose troops,
something, doesn't he? He needs either a fisher or a spider pit. He looks like he's got spider pit level 1 right now, but spiderlings are not going to do much against this archer pike
he's
combination.
Just on the back foot. And on the other side of the map, like Alex seems like he has a little bit of empathy. Like he has a little more CP units. It doesn't seem like a player has lost a resource building yet. At least it doesn't seem like it. And since it looks sort of like normal, then obviously the elf team is winning, since the elf is winning. So really unfortunate though. Like this is a mistake from Liam. The fact that all of his units are in one blob in one control group.
Oh, it's the death ball though. It's the elf death ball.
And it's bad. Like he's going now he's going to lose at least 3, maybe 4 of his of
Yeah,
his trees here.
he's losing all
And
his
there's
trees
no
now.
reason to. Yeah, there's no reason for
funny.
him to lose a resource building this game, period. And yet here we are.
Well, that makes the game a little bit more interesting, though.
It does. It does.
You know, we've
Thank
got
God.
second one going down, third one going down, and the fourth will go down as well. So 4 Malon trees going down, but he's got so bloody many other ones. Does it matter? And you know,
It
Angmar
does
can't really
matter.
defend this, can he? Can
It
Angmar
does
defend
matter.
this?
Yeah, this is going to really hurt the Angmar, obviously, and it really depends on what's his name? Who's the Angmar player? It really depends on Bowers.
Oh.
No, it's Bauer. It really depends on his mentality here, because a lot of players will get really frustrated that they just got doubled and they're not getting helped a lot, and just be like, GG,
I tell you what, Penis coming across and getting the surround on the Lorien Archers with these goblins is pretty nice, actually. And suddenly that entire elf force, the death ball, is gone just for a little bit of miss micro.
A little bit of miss micro.
Alexshellnot's got quite a few units to the right hand side, but it's only one pike that can actually kill anything. You know, the rest is archers.
Yeah.
So
and he should be going. He should be going. That's protected. He doesn't want to because he wants to get the nice clump, but that is the most valuable building that Angmar has, because that's one of his original, mills, and it's very valuable. And the fact that Liam lost all of his original Malorn trees except for one is a really big deal, because
it's huge. They're all gone down, haven't they? He ain't got no trees around his base, only that one that's protected. Even the ones in the middle that he was building have gone down as well. So Penis doing a good job at harassing.
But Alex, but even Indica misplayed a bit and lost that army, and the elf player and the Angmar player are sort of even levels of threat level on the board right now. But Alex has taken this lead that his teammate has given to him, and he is not making mistakes. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, Angmar only had one production building the whole time, didn't he? Pretty much.
Crying more. Oh boy!
Wow, some good banter coming out of Indica now. Who's gonna win the Flame War now? Bauer is with us, isn't he? Should we interview him on here? Bauer, what did you think? Bauer, what did you think of that? Let's see if he can. Let's see if he's gonna. He says it's his own fault. Well, that's very noble.
What a good attitude!
Wow.
Yeah, what a great attitude. Actually, low-key proud of Bauer. The Goblin player misplayed early so bad.
Yeah.
Going back to that, because as much as we as a community want to bitch about elves, and I do, and they are boring. I'm just gonna set that aside. The way the Indica played that game is normal. It's boring as fuck. But it's going to happen.
Yes,
why are you throwing away Goblin against something that is going to happen?
I guess it's one of those things. All he needed
was a few extra units, and he could have kept his ally in the game.
It's one of those rolls of the dice, It's like if Indica don't defend properly, he gets quite a lot of damage off, and actually taking an early Malorn tree off elves is quite big, compared to a lot of other factions.
No, 100%.
But the fact that he's able to defend quite easily, it wasn't even close. Those Malorn trees going down.
It wasn't even close.
On that first rush, then it was his elf death ball that was able to put a lot of pressure on to the Angmar player. So
I think we're gonna have to go back to GR.
So we're gonna have to get in GR, aren't we? Right. There's not enough players. Right. Well, let's try and get some more players, shall we? Right, we'll just have a little downtime. Cool. Alex shall not come back in here. Can we get him to commentate as well?
Yeah, if he wants. He has the server. All he has to do is join, and I'll drag him in. Oh yeah, here we go.
Solid.
Hey, it's your boy. You're on TV.
You're on TV, mate, with 15 viewers. Irby, Rise of the Lich
this is the post game winners interview. Would you like to tell us about as he's muted? He's not even here. He's literally not even here. Oh man, what a good bit.
He needs to come out of things. Should I just re-room?
Could do, yeah.
Re-room? I'll re-room. 1v1 2.
Hey, there he is.
Freeway.
How's the voice on this?
Yeah, no, we can hear you. Welcome to the post-game winners interview, Alex.
Best people.
It was really funny because
Kronos,
him
HR
doing
solutions
that,
for
he
the modern
lost
workforce and the
basically
people who
all of
support
his
them.
farms. He lost his farm by putting all of his units on that side. And if the Angmar player had just managed to sort of keep at least 2 of his mills alive, if he could have just like hung on, the board state would have actually been really even, except like you would have been way ahead and then the goblin would have been way ahead. But you you microed really well and you didn't lose any troops and you did the most amount of damage you possibly could and you made it impossible. So yeah, that movement of the elf moving down there was really good, but you capitalized really well.
I think a lot of my issue with that came from I allowed Angmar to creep the warg because I knew I should have gone to that warg on the right. But I was just like, no. But then
especially since your teammate
shit.
Especially
Like,
since you
easily.
saw your teammate on the troll, right? Like, because there's no reason for you to go to the troll there.
You slaughtered him, I thought, Alex, because when Liam came over with all of his troops, he bloody lost them all to like a simple surround. So, but I think you had the upper hand massive on Bauer that game. So you played really well, and the Gondor Knights were nice as well. So they came out at the right time.
That's kind of, I think, the turning point for me, because it really came down to I needed to get those Gondor Knights out, because I knew that pikes and archers aren't going to do it against Angmar. It's that transition period. That's where men looks really weak. I noticed, like, it's that transit because you need all 3. Usually against Angmar, as a man, you want to have 3. You want to have the archer range, you want to have the barracks, and you want to have a stable. And having that transition period between going from archers or going from infantry to cavalry, that's where men is usually looking the weakest. So that was the point I was in once Liam made his push.
Yeah.
But I think it was iffy just because I did allow Angmar to get a creep, and he got half of the troll creep as well. So that was really good on his part.
So for this game, I think you're gonna have to play again, Alex.
No, I think you're all right. We've got 4 warriors.
I think it'll be really one-sided if he doesn't play as though.
Maybe C can host.
SeaKnight's in here. I didn't even know. Oh shit.
Yeah. I think that the best match that we can get with these players is if Alex plays and against C specifically.
I think we just put C with the weakest player, and he needs to open another one. One more.
Mary Mater taking my color, I see.
It looks like Locustar and Mary they could be like a little duo. They joined at the same time, didn't they, these two? Maybe they're like Smurfers or something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's give her the old college try.
Let's give him a shot, Let's give him a shot.
Sure.
Right, I'm pretty excited. Want to see how Penis responds this time. He was doing quite well last game. He seemed to be
he did.
Seemed to be okay.
He definitely seems not. Because like he did harass. I wasn't exactly sure how Indigo's base was doing, but you made it seem like
it was in shambles, mate. He lost all of his Malon trees.
I was gonna ask if I could have sent Cap to his base, but like when I did my one look, it seemed like he had it situated, but obviously not. Because I was kind of trying to like hide until I had 2 battalions of Cav out to actually send him in, and then I did send him in, and I just kind of took down a barracks because I didn't really see much to take on. So that's kind of what I was waiting for. I could have probably tried to protect his base, but I didn't really ask for any help. So I was just like, we'll let him be.
Yeah, he got shot on, mate. You should have sent your cavalry. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? All right, man.
I was just thinking, Jesus Christ, how to get that big of a shitball? Because like when he had his giant shitball, and I was over here with like 100 CP worth of units, and he was at like 400. So I was just like, oh god, this doesn't look good. This has been embarrassing.
Alex, I'm quite excited to see how you do on the old commentary desk. Really interested to know what kind of input you're going to have. Oh, fucking hell. We've got SeaKnight Elves on the host. Are you fucking kidding me?
Elf
on
dwarves
host
versus elf dwarves.
Oh,
so it's boy, this is over. This is over.
SeaKnight is
on host.
Yeah. SeaKnight is an interesting player because you have players like Liam who it feels like he's always playing to win, right? SeaKnight definitely plays with the goal of learning and experimenting, so he might do some dumb shit just to see if it works, and that's sort of the wild card.
I know it's SeaKnight.
Oh, guys, I got a new follower on my Twitch. Someone's followed me.
Welcome.
Special guests follow me. Hey.
Special guest? Hey.
What? You
Special
gotta
guests.
have
Had a few good games with special guests yesterday, and he was pretty good, actually.
You got to what's the trucky gang called, right? Because if someone follows, you have to say welcome X game, right?
Do you know what? I'm not technologically good enough to have like my own jingle, so it's just a fucking normal jingle. Yeah, so welcome to the I guess I'll just take the I'm a cutie pie method and say just welcome to the big penis club.
The big dick club. Oh my god.
Penis point out the war glare, so he might be trying to creep that or one of his allies. He pointed out the war glare in the south.
He's built a mine towards this cave troll.
He's making pikes.
Yep. So he's going to do
looks like he's going for the troll.
Little creepy penis action on the get-go.
You're just enjoying saying penis as much as possible.
What do you think about look at the top right, Locust Star? What do you think about this sort of tunnel mine placement? Because he's got like his third mine on about 20 per tick, so he's going for like a little bit of a defense.
It's okay. The biggest weakness against elf for dwarves is the elf getting onto your original farm, so I think it's okay, especially if he builds a on the far side away from he should be able to keep that mine alive the whole game, and that is really useful even if it is a low percentage farm.
Oh, we've got an ambitious forward mine by Locust Star here. It's been pinged out already, and looks like it's RIP. Oh, rallying call just to make sure that fucker goes down.
He got the Guardian out though, didn't he?
Oh yeah, looks like he's got the Guardian out. Why do you think SeaKnight went for a pike first?
He wanted to creep. He's doing a build to what?
Wait, are these Mythlon sentries beating the Guardians?
Well,
I think it was just unlucky. They were like clumped and all
because they were running. He got flank. He got the flank damage off. That was why he started killing them. They'll lose now, except for the archers here.
Yeah.
The main deviation on Liam's last game is he went the fourth tree.
Mythlon sentries are chasing them down, so they can just run up down.
It's the flank bonus, yeah. He should stand here and fight and try and do it, but it was a really big mistake for him to exit with those guardians space. Like it was just a really big mistake. SeaKnight is doing a quick to 5. Like now that he's on 5, he's gonna stabilize and he's gonna like rapidly tech to either a hero or production buildings. But this is something that he likes to do when he's feeling confident.
Look at this melon tree placement. They're in kind of like a zigzag shape, aren't they?
Yeah.
With his melon trees.
Yeah, he's trying to get 97 on.
Yeah, he's trying to get. Okay.
Alex, what do you think about the start by Penis?
The creep. You got the creep. Got hobbits. Hobbits are I think hobbits are a very good unit, and he's going for another creep too. I think it's a surprisingly good start. I think he should go for a battle wagon now if he's gonna get these two troll creeps. I definitely think he should go for the axe throwers, guardians, and a battle wagon. Just try and get one battle wagon out here for the leadership, because I definitely think he can maintain that. It's definitely going much better for him than it is going for the other dwarf player.
Yeah, 100%.
Locust Star's getting his ass handed to him, isn't he? Here,
this forward and
immediately stuck in his face.
Oh my god, this end mode. SeaKnight is just like, nope, I win. I have the troop advantage. I'm gonna keep my troop and just coming out rapid, quick. Oh my god, that is
wow. He's styling on him already. He's only got we're 5 minutes into the game.
It's the right decision. It's the right decision. If you assume that your dwarf teammate is going to at least keep the elf off of you, this is the quickest way to a win. Like 100% the quickest way to win. Not optimal if it doesn't work though, obviously, because the decision that SeaKnight can make now that he's in an advantage state is he can either tech to a hero, another barracks, and maybe mercs or something really quickly, or he can do this. And this is definitely the I'm going to kill you, and this game is going to be over in the next 5 minutes move, which I respect.
He doesn't want to. Yeah. He plays to win, doesn't he? He doesn't, you know. Yeah, he doesn't build our win and then save up for Thranduil.
Yeah, he's not faffing him.
Yeah, he's not fucking around. Like, these guys are going down. They're going down now. Oh, Treevid on the way. Let's fucking go. Yeah. No Arwen with Flood level 6 this game. No time for that shit. Got to fucking win, get to the next game.
Yeah, he's got play to go. He could be playing Fire Emblem. He has to sit here, play. This is beneath him, okay? We gotta wrap this shit up.
Fucking hell. I feel so bad for this Locustar guy. He's really getting
because he really hasn't played that. He hasn't made... SeaKnight is the kind of player where if he does get a unit advantage, if he bit of like a CP lead on you, he is going to try and choke you out. And like he hasn't lost a unit yet. Like he really has built 4 units and hasn't lost them, and just sort of keeps picking these fights where the dwarf is like losing a battalion.
This is what I was saying earlier, though. Like, this is what I was saying. Yeah. When we were talking earlier in the stream about Nin Sere and how he used to be a complete fucking noob, and then like suddenly he does 1 month for Clan Wars, and he's actually pretty good now. Like, he's quite good in 2v2.
Yeah, his decision making is much better.
And it's like this Locustar guy. Like, he might not even be a bad player, but you know, just that decision to exit the mine and build the forward mine, like in such an obvious place. You know, it got seen.
Yeah.
You know, it's all or nothing with that mine shaft, and you know, I think that, you know, if you can get through the first couple of minutes of the game, then you can be a completely different player. But that, you know, there's definitely a skill gap there with some of these good players where, you know,
you love to see you love to see the 5-minute tree though. Oh my goodness.
The 5-minute tree.
I just want to point out what I said when we were picking players for this game. Can we just go back to that for just a brief moment for a little self-pat on the back? I told you so much.
Maybe.
Holy shit!
Well, I tell you what, we were giving SeaKnight a really good commentary, but Penis had the biggest graph, so
yeah, that's true. You're right.
Penis had the highest graph.
But did Penis had to win with more than 4 units, though. Okay, like
I think Penis was playing the better player, but I think Penis probably did. I think he earned that win. I think Penis did just do a pretty decent game. He just did good.
Penis
did a good start.
Penis has been playing quite well today. Thanks for the game, Penis. I'm gonna try and add him to my friends, but I can't because I'm like, who do I not need? I don't know. I'm trying to delete someone off my friend group now. I'll delete this guy. Yeah, well played, Penis. You did really well. Maybe we should fucking kick all these noobs and just have some good players in.
The Alexshellnot versus SeaKnight is I've watched a lot of games from these two players. It usually entertains the hell out of me.
Hey.
Moaning Myrtle's holding us up because Moaning Myrtle's still in game.
Yeah.
Stuck in the pipes.
All right. Yeah, we should
Right, let's re-room. I'll do a host. Bang, bang, bang. Fucking advert. No. Ah! Crab, you're on mute.
I am Marta, and I
That
beat
guy
him
is
4
sick.
times.
That guy is really
I
good.
beat him 4 times in a row.
Oh,
It was
really?
Men versus Mordor, and I beat him 4 times in a row, and I went from 21st to 3rd, and my clan went from 8th to 4th.
I should be in a
During
clan
4
with you,
games.
but I only
Good
play
night,
2v2 or noob. That's all I play.
Yeah, you collect them points from
Yeah, I have my allies
No.
carry me in 2v2.
Clan Wars strats.
I had a really good comeback in the first game too. I was completely surrounded. I had like 350 command points left, and I just got Aragorn and I came back.
So what are we doing, Truck?
Mate, we need to try and get someone. We need to try and get someone into this game who's not going to crumble after 1 minute or two to a 5-minute Treebeard rush.
Yeah, if we're if we're trying to
consistent.
Yeah, if we're trying to 2v2, I don't know and tap into, to be honest, but 1v1s could be fun with between C and Alex. I'm trying to lean into that.
I'm down to play SeaKnight. It's like a 30-70, I think, between me and SeaKnight. Me 30, him 70. You know, I get some games on him. But
Okay.
he's just...
So are you going to play then, Alex? Yeah?
I'm down.
All right, cool. Do you want a 2v2 with these guys? I think if we put C with Shizofate and then you with
I'm not
Stone
connected
Dawn
to
Predator.
him. I'm italics to Shizofate, so that's going to be a problem. I'm not italics to B, so you could kick Shizo, and I don't know if B's any good.
Let's just fucking have a 1v1, shall we?
Yeah, hell yeah. Everyone wants to be on TV, though. You put the Twitch link title.
Hey, I know.
That doesn't
Popular.
work with me. Whenever I do that, it doesn't fucking work.
I feel bad.
Well, then again, I am playing when it's like 8 o'clock here. And
yeah, but you're
dead.
playing, you're not casting. People want to be on.
Right. People want to be on TV, you know, can't blame them.
I actually have an idea if you guys are a set of games. Me and SeaKnight and the other knights have been working on a 1v1 rule set that I'd like to see used in tournaments. If you wouldn't mind giving it the old college try, I can drag him in here to explain it if you're down, Alex, and if you're down to cast it, Truckee.
Yeah, man, absolutely. What's the rules?
All right, I'm going to drag C in here so that we're on the... Do it in chat. All right, Joey.
Hi. Ooh, whoa,
all right.
Wow.
All right, so me and Truckee are going to cast, and how about you guys play a set on the Knights rule set? Are you down?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so the rule set is really easy. It's a 5-map pool, and the pool is, I'll type it.
Should we spin the wheel on this map pool?
Nope. No spinning the wheel. I want the players to have 8 they play on. Jungles of Farharad, Fords of Eisen, Eastfold, Westfold. The last one, oh yeah, Arid Lewin, right? That's what that's called.
Yeah, probably, maybe.
So for game 1, basically the way that this is going to work is the map pool is 5 pools. I'm gonna flip a coin. Alex, you call heads or tails.
All right.
Heads or tails? Heads. All right, you win. So the way this works is you're going to ban 1 map that you don't want to play on, Alex, out of these 5. And then Sia is going to ban 2, and then there's going to be 2 maps left, and then you pick what map you play on.
All right. I ban Arid Lewin.
All right.
Woo! All right. I'm going to ban Westfold and Jungles then. Woo!
All right, so we've got Eastfold and left. So which one do you want to play on, Alex?
Eastfold.
Yes!
All right. Awesome.
I know you like that map. I know you like that map, SeaKnight.
So game 1 is on East.
Always tell me you like that map.
And the way the rule set works is that if you random, so several things happen in game 2. So whoever wins, so SeaKnight is going random. If SeaKnight wins, whatever faction he wins with, he has to play that faction again next match. The loser can swap factions if they want.
Oh.
The loser can pick the map and the loser will pick the next map. And once we get to game 2, we have the counter pick. And so after this, there's no more bans once we get to game 2, but you can, after this game, you can pick Tombs of Karnaz.
I see. So what is the map for the first game then?
The map they struck to Eastfold.
Okay.
Yeah. and if you win a game, so say Alex wins this game and then SeaKnight wins the next game, and so Alex has to play, and Alex has won on Eastfold. Alex cannot go back to Eastfold. You cannot pick a map that you have already won in the set. Those are the rules.
Okay, I see. Awesome. All right then. Well, should we have everyone in the chat whilst we're playing as well?
We'll move the players out. I think that'll be better, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move you guys. You don't have to minimize.
Right. So
All right.
It's
Very cool.
time to fucking duel. All right then, everybody, fucking have a go. Everybody's pressed X, and we are getting into the game. Game one of the, what should we call this tournament? The Andy Rules tournament or something like that.
we've just been calling it the Knights Rule. I need
to get another beer, Andy. So I'll just I'll just fuck off for a minute.
All right. Yeah. So the point of these rules is basically that we have all these really cool 1v1 maps, and people are starting to warm up to the idea that they should play on more than just Forge of Bison. All of this is great. I just want there to be sort of player agency over what map they're playing on, and I want some thought to go into it. So, like, the reason you frame the, like, whatever map they play on next will be called the counterpick. Like, the loser player gets to counterpick his map, and he also gets to counterpick faction v faction. So it gives, like, the loser the potential to kind of think about, okay, I lost that game to him. Will I do better with this different faction, and would I do better on a different map? And so that's, I think that could enrich our understanding of the game, basically.
Right, I'm back. What's going on?
We're just, looks like Alex is going to try and do a little bit of creep. SeaKnight is thrilled right now. I can guarantee you he is thrilled that he got Mordor. He's been practicing the hell out of Mordor. He loves playing this faction. This is the build that he thinks you have to go. In most matchups, if you expect aggression, which is double Slaughterhouse, double Orc Pit, I mean, I know that you guys spam some games, so this seems to be the build order for Mordor to be defensive. And he's going to build lots of Orcs really quickly, but isn't necessarily going to immediately aggress with them. He wants to be sure that he can protect at least his first 3 Slaughterhouses while he techs to something. What he techs to, it could be Trolls, it could be Harad Palace, could be Heroes, we'll see, but...
Right, I see, yeah. This double Orc Pit start is something that SeaKnight is making a name for himself out of, and then first 2 units, Archer and Orc Warrior.
Yep, Archer, Orc Warrior, yep.
Quite a nice build. It was the only thing that helped getting through an early game against Elves when we were doing a ton of 1v1s, so... But yeah, it's a pretty strong build. Alex with the early... whatever that's fucking called, the barracks.
He went 1 farm, 1 barracks to creep. I think that if you go 1 barracks, meaning that you're trying to creep as quickly as possible, I think that you almost always ought to go for the Cave Troll. And it's a little tricky with the Rohan Pikeman, but you can do it with the Builder. Like, you can micro it in order to get the flank bonus and do it even with this weak pike. But it's unfortunate, in my opinion, to sort of slow yourself down, because I don't feel like you're very much further ahead right now with 2 units on the board than you would be if you had just gone 2 farms. Like, the main difference here is that his economy is slightly weaker, a little bit made up for with the war gold, but he has 2 units instead of 1. Right. And SeaKnight sees what he's doing, and he's gonna retreat. Like, he's not gonna try and fight this thing.
Sorry, game speed's a little bit slow. I think that's because I'm hosting and casting at the same time, and
I'll try to host next
my housemate's playing Overwatch as well.
You love to see it.
That's not happening.
I fucking hate you, mate! God damn it!
Mate, quit your Overwatch. Mate, he doesn't even do ranked. He just does, like, FFG Overwatch. It's not that cool, huh?
Pathetic, yeah.
I'm Siebes. Beers are for losers. What the fuck? No, they're not. Beers are for, like, absolute winners, mate. What do you think about beer? You got a favourite beer?
My favorite beer? I am not a big beer snob, but I do like some of the microbrews. I'm one of those guys who's boring, but if I have a beer snob friend and they hand me something, I'm like, yeah, this is good. So very, very low amount of input.
Not a beer snob, but you only like microbreweries.
No. I
I'm just kidding.
Come on now. This is gross misrepresentation. I'm calling my lawyer. Our 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 relationship is thing.
Are we over? Just kidding.
No,
All right, we've got Gondor
cancelled.
Knights coming onto the fields. It looks like a Haradrim Palace coming up, but a little bit late. These Gondor Knights are going to do a lot of work, aren't they?
Yeah. Not necessarily, because it's only one unit.
We have Horde bonus as well.
Yeah, we
for
have
Mordor
Horde
at the moment.
bonus, so there is potential for him to whittle this off. Yeah, exactly here. That was poorly played by Alex. He wants to keep them running, and he wants to go, and he doesn't want to go for the trample with that knight. He wants to sort of distract with his troops, and then go for resource damage. This is a really big moment.
That was huge, yeah.
This was a really big moment, because what SeaKnight did with his build was that he was admitting, he was playing to the fact that his units are weaker and he has to get more of his units out quicker, even though it's less economically viable for him, just to sort of create a shield for him to keep what he wants to build alive. And Alex is sort of playing standard and trying to put pressure on him, like hinging a lot on that first battalion of cavalry to come in and clean up these unguarded orcs. But he misplays it, basically, and SeaKnight has successfully gotten through early game as Mordor without losing anything. In fact, I think he's almost on 5 slaughterhouses. No, he's on 4. He's looking to build his 5th, and he has his pike coming out. Like, Alex does not have the troops on the right now to easily deal with this blob. Like, even with 2 Gondor Knights, they're going to get gummed up and they're going to take too much attrition damage to be useful.
Second Gondor Knight, though, could be stealing a little bit of the treasure. Alex with the ultimate treasure thief. Can he get that other little piece of treasure? 100 resources up for grabs.
It's a split.
Got him. Well played. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
SeaKnight is a whole PowerPoint ahead, though. I just want to point that out.
Is he really?
Like,
gosh.
Yeah, he has successfully creeped a little bit and played enough defense that he's sort of winning the KDA match. As much of a meme as that sounds like to say for a game like Witch King, like his KDA, even though he's more is better, and so he's winning the PowerPoint. And that's one of the other risks with this cavalry, is cavalry gives out tons of power points. And so you have to avoid these death balls until he gets Eomer or Theoden or has rally call. Like, that's the only way that he can go for these tramples on this big blob of units.
He's got 3 units of knights right now, so that should be enough. I always feel like if you're trampling with 1 unit, then you're going to have a really hard time. But if you're trampling with 2 or 3, then you can get a lot more done, because your cavalry don't get stuck in the mob, do they?
I agree, but now he has a pike. Like Alex is definitely on the back foot right now, and I think that 3 units is too many. I think that your goal with this cavalry is you never really want to build more than 2. Though this might work out. He's gonna wipe all these archers off the board now. So this is really well done.
This could be a really nice fight for Alexshellnot, couldn't it? Look at him. He's gonna lose. He's not going to lose any of his units, and he's cleaned up that entire force.
Ooh, and now they're even in PowerPoints again. Very well played. A kind of a surprise for me. I thought that this was. I didn't think that he would be able to get that trample, but he sort of caught the Haradrim pike being pulled forward a little bit.
SeaKnight, he double buffed his troops as well there.
Yeah, he did, but he did it late. Half of his dead by the time that he went in there, and. Look at these Gondor Knights. One of them is down to 2 units. One of them is down to 3. One of them is down to 4. They are still alive. Those units are going to come back. He does not need to build any more cavalry.
They've been doing a little bit of work.
He needs another He needs Theoden, maybe Eomer, but he does not need any more cavalry.
But look at this this single orc archer banner carrier. Is it going to make it?
Let me home, save me.
He's chasing after the little pig as well. What animal is that? He's chasing after
a boar. It's a boar.
Is it a boar?
Yeah, it's a boar.
Looks like he's chasing after the boar as well. It reminds me of that Lord of the Flies thing. Kill the pig. Oh, we've got Mouth of Sauron on the field.
Mouth of Sauron is important because it's a decent answer to the unbuffed cavalry. But since Eomer is out here, it's going to be really risky for the Mouth of Sauron to deal with this buffed leadership cavalry by himself. And he has to be careful, but it is a decent answer.
So would you say that Mouth of Sauron can do well when... So, say all these Gondor Knights going to harass... is Mouth of Sauron able to kind of AoE kill all the Gondor Knights still?
So, yes, sort of. The answer is sort of. So, he's not going to be able. Gondor Knights do enough damage that they should be able to take massive casualties from Mouth of Sauron and still get some successful resource kills down. But what it does is it forces Alex to make a decision. Do I want to potentially sacrifice experience to Mouth of Sauron, power points to my opponent, and potentially lose a whole battalion by getting the slaughterhouse kill, right? So it's dissuasion, but it's not necessarily a counter. It forces both players, like the fact that Mouth of Sauron is forcing Alex to make decisions, but he still wants to sort of at least pretend that he's going to harass.
Interesting, and now it looks like he's splitting his Gondor Knights now. So
yes, very well done, very well done.
So he's going to be able to get one of these resource buildings at the top, and meanwhile the other lot going around. Is he going to be able to micro everything though? That's quite taxing on the APM,
And SeaKnight is trying, is also trying to sort of.
Oh no, he can't micro. Look, he's out of position. He's running his Gondor archers straight into the death ball of St. Quentin's. And it looks like there's going to be like a fight where he hasn't got any buff troops against a war-chanted army here.
And the other thing to think about the board state as it is right now is that Alex, I think, has lost 2 farms. I think he deleted both.
Right.
And War has not lost any, and that's very... And you even see this sort of tower in the bottom left corner. Like, SeaKnight is definitely going to do his best to focus on keeping what he builds alive, more so than just expanding all over the place and creating slaughterhouses that he knows is going to die. He wants to keep them alive. He wants to get them to level 2. He wants to play efficiently. And once he gets to industry, this game is going to be so wide open in his favor. Like, Alex has to...
Yes, that's right. He's 2-3 power points away, 2.5 away. Looks like Alex is going to get the 10 power point first, so we'll see if he can capitalize on that. Oh, Eomer going straight in. Oh,
no way.
Turns around just in time. Thought he could be a goner there. Yeah, looks like so Alexshellnot should be able to get a 10 power point before SeaKnight does. And a really nice rally call right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm assuming Bombadil to try and break
arrow
this
volley
right
immediately selected.
We'll see what... Does he react? Does he react? Hit X? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he didn't even see. That's huge. Really nice.
Yeah.
Did you see how quickly he selected that arrow volley? That was so fast.
It was immediate. He was literally in the...
He was in the menu, wasn't he? Yeah. He was in the menu when he got the power points. Oh, a Mouth of Sauron diving in as well. Mouth of Sauron going down.
No.
Oh, the Knights of EA is escaping by the skin of their teeth. Mouth of Sauron's going to get chased down. Won't be able to defend any of the harassment now that's coming in from the Gondor Knights.
Yeah, the Mordor does not have anything on the board here. Like, this is a really big moment. Like, it's such a huge mistake to not... hit X on that arrow volley. Like, losing that army there just means that he's going to lose so many of his precious slaughterhouses that we were already talking about, how he desperately wants to keep them alive.
And as well, it looks like Alexshellnot's got about 200 command points more troops than SeaKnight right now.
He's almost to max. He's almost max. He does have industry. He's going to... The question is, where does he put...
Yeah, can you even use industry right now? Because, you're about to get shafted.
It's scary.
For the last,
do
you save it for in 2 minutes time, or do you use it now? And
I think that you build a Watcher on the north in order to cover it with a Watcher and those Orc Pits production buildings to protect that slaughterhouse. I think that you can protect it, but I think that not getting a Watcher or even a catapult right now on his fort is definitely dancing with the devil a little bit.
Interesting. Well, he decides to use it though in the front. Middle, so Alex should be trying to identify that. I mean, basically, if you kill that industry, you're massively ahead.
Yeah, it's almost like GG in that moment, right?
If you kill the industry, yeah, absolutely.
With the board state the way it is.
Oh, Mouth of Sauron going down to a spear throw, long range from downtown from Eomer. That's huge as well. Mouth of Sauron. Huge. Getting taken out. That was a lovely spear throw, really accurate from the old Eomer. It seemed like he threw it from so far away. And now there's I feel like SeaKnight's still got quite a lot of troops to defend this rush, but Alex is going to be teching up and he's going to be expanding on the top side of the map, right?
Yeah. So the board state is really interesting because it's almost debatable, like, what Alex is doing with this impetus is he's expanded like crazy, and SeaKnight is going to fight this off, is still slightly ahead in power points total, is going for Haradrim archers, but what he needs is a reliable answer to the cavalry, and so he has lots of options. He's probably going to get Mouth of Sauron again, but he could also be looking to get a Fellbeast. With the advantage...
Yeah, he could be looking at Flyer or Nazgul.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
with the advantage that Alex has, he should be checking to Rangers, and look, he is. Like, I think in the back of his head, he's aware that, like, you know, whether or not a Fellbeast comes out right now, I am going to want some archers, and he's going for that in. Funnily enough, for the Mordor player, getting an in is a really good answer for the cavalry. With the ranged pikes, sitting with your Haradrim archers basically makes them untouchable by cavalry. It's something that not a lot of players do. It's really, really strong. Curious if he does it. But he's going... It looks like he's going for some trolls here. That's a really interesting choice.
Interesting. A troll cage coming out from SeaKnight.ofEA and a Siegeworks. So that's just the power of industry, getting 92 resources a tick now from that level 3. And it looks like, you know, he's identified Alex is building all these towers, both to the top and to the bottom. You know, he can see all of this, and he knows that he's going to need some siege to deal with that. But, you know, that's all afforded by the industry. And you know, I just can't believe that Alex hasn't realized or hasn't, you know, been able to take that industry furnace out because, you
it's going to be hard, though.
Industry OP, right?
Yeah, it is. It is OP. Really questionable that SeaKnight hasn't built a Watcher onto it. That would go a really long way to protect that infinitely, and also kind of equally questionable that he hasn't dived for it. But right here with these... Yeah.
He should be getting some 15 power points soon, Alexshellnot. With the Rohirrim Sermon, could be pretty devastating. He's got a large army right outside the base.
It's really crazy how
SeaKnight hasn't
much...
got an answer.
Yeah, he doesn't. This one is looking like it's in the wraps. I mean, SeaKnight has this really big army in the north. I think he's going to try and pull Alex to defend on his side, but like what he's going to lose is going to be too far.
Oh, and with this is going to be awful.
With this summon, I think it's over. Yeah, really, really questionable.
Oh, interesting play. We'll see how SeaKnight can react. He's going to be able to get trolls out soon. He's already got one drummer troll. Mouth of Sauron is back. I'm not sure how I feel about that Mouth of Sauron now because... You know, he could have.
It feels like it's too late, right? Like,
threat.
Yeah, because if it was a Fellbeast right now, he probably can save at least his slaughterhouse. Like, but Mouth of Sauron isn't going to get a lot of work done right here.
What can he do? There's tower guards around. There's Rohirrim summon. You know,
really,
SeaKnight hasn't got anything to defend this, but
but he is looking to threaten Alex's base. He has 3 melee units.
Yeah.
He will likely get a lot of these farms. So the question is basically, can Alex kill the fort on this push? And I don't actually think it's going to be possible. I think that with the troll,
I agree,
and the Mouth of Sauron, like this is actually a really interesting board because you know, SeaKnight is also sort of getting a few farm kills on the southern side. Like, there's a lot of multitasking going on.
And SeaKnight is having a nice time as well. He's trying to get Bombard maybe to deal with this force by killing farms, you know? He's just trying to level up and get some Bombard or something like that.
Watching the PowerPoint differential in this game has been so crazy because the game in the lead, and then Alex like jumped ahead, and then as SeaKnight is now sort of like trading all of his farm space to kill. Oh, he's gonna get Worm here. That's what he's doing.
And a big arrow volley takes out a lot of those archers.
Oh no!
As well, but
horrible execution.
But the Easterlings are coming in. Looks like he's going to be able to summon Worm. You know, if he wants to with these Easterlings.
Will he though?
He's only got a few seconds left with the vision.
Yeah,
he summoned it. He summoned it. There it is.
He really wants. Yeah, he really wants to kill these. If he can kill these level 3. And get industry back onto that southern level 3 slaughterhouse of his. It's actually a really interesting board state because after everything is said and done, SeaKnight is kind of still in control economically if he can get another level 3 kill with this Worm.
SeaKnight
kind of just idle.
2 or 3, doesn't he? SeaKnight has 2 or 3 different level 3 slaughterhouses right now, and Alexshellnot just with the 1 level 3 farm right now, which could be under threat from the Worm. So
if SeaKnight kills that farm, I mean, this game is so. and almost SeaKnight favored. Like this has been really back and forth. It's been really interesting.
Yeah, I think that decision for SeaKnight to get the 2 level, like 5 power points. He got 2 5 power points, didn't
he? He's got vision. The worm is going down. He's going for the last 3.
Is he going to have time? He's going to get the barracks. Is there splash damage on this worm? Oh, there is. There's splash damage. Oh, that's so big. Oh, but he only gets 1 off before it times out.
Oh, man.
That was so close. The rebuild really coming down just in case.
That's important. You forced him to go 5 power points backwards into the tree. That's really important.
That is big. Yeah, those 5 power points have been repaid now with the rebuild.
I want to take a second and aside because the game is kind of at an interesting here. SeaKnight has said many times that he will always go for the power points summons that give him that will give him more power points, right? So like you have this arrow volley, and arrow volley has been a really big deal in this game. It sort of cracked the game wide open for Alex. He got a complete board flip in his favor with his first arrow volley, but all of those units died and didn't give him any power points. Whereas SeaKnight is now at a 10. That worm summon, it was he bought large, it for 15 power points, and he's gotten 10 power points from that summon of it, and so he sort of launched himself even further ahead in the power point tree. So that's one thing to think about when you select that arrow volley, because like realistically, you should never get hit by arrow volley if there's no stuns, in my opinion. Like you should be able to hit spacebar and X, spacebar QX, or just QX if you hear the arrow coming down. But even when it lands, you have to think about the fact that he isn't getting any power points from those arrow volley kills.
That's right. And now I feel like as the dust is settling, it looks like SeaKnight's going to be in a good position. These Nazgul are about to come out, the Black Riders. He's got Industry, getting 99 a tick on the level 3. And, the game's still very, very even.
Very even.
Both players about, 10 to 12 to 15 power points away from, getting a real game-changing Balrog summon or an Earthquake. There's going to be an interesting period of the game right now where we're going to have, a lot of the men of the West Army maybe getting cleared up right here at the bottom, but at the same time expanding on the top with, the rest of his force. What do you think about Alex splitting his forces like this?
Well, so it's okay. He wasn't expecting the Black Riders, right? Because in Alex's mind, I can almost guarantee that he doesn't expect SeaKnight to have as much of an economy as he does, because he feels like he wiped out that Industry, not realizing that he had that other 3, and he was expanding along the southern border. So I think that if I can put myself into Alex's shoes, I think he's really surprised at the fact that SeaKnight is still so healthy. But also Alex's job right now is he's basically trying to get to Earthquake, and then he wants to Glorious Charge. Because his Theoden is leveled. Like, that's his win condition. And so, if he plays too much around that and he doesn't get the kill, I think that it almost ensures a victory for the player. Hopefully, if SeaKnight can see into the future, if he's conscientious of this Theoden, of this threat, you should see an upgraded fortress, like at least the moat and at least the Morgul sorcery.
But he could be going down sooner, so I think SeaKnight got the better of that last trade, and it looks like he's now 5 power points away from a Balrog, which could be, a bit sooner than Alexshellnot's Earthquake.
True.
Did Theoden go down? I didn't see him. Did he go down?
Theoden has died. I don't know if he's on the board right now, but it's still a win condition. Like, I think Theoden is dead right this moment, but
I feel like Alex is trying to just out multitask SeaKnight right now.
He is, and I don't think that in this stage it's going to work for him, because SeaKnight can kind of just like A move and double fear with these trolls here, and as long as he doesn't lose his whole army to arrow volley, like, he's gonna have an okay time. Like, his attention right now is going to mostly be on this Mouth of Sauron Black Rider here. He wants to get them leveled. having the debuff, having the leadership cancel constantly with these level 2 Black Riders is going to be a huge deal. And it will also be a really strong deterrent to the Glorious Charge, because even though they will be Glorious Charge, he'll have the debuff.
I feel like just the Mordor tech is coming in now, so with the level 3...
He's full powered here, man.
Some of these been a little bit mismicro by Alex, so he's doing a lot of actions per minute, but a little bit mismicro, not firing with half his army. But yeah, I feel like, Alex maybe needs a blacksmith, or, he could do with,
He really should have gone to market. There's no excuse for him to have not gone to market.
Because, there's Haradrim archers out now, there's, catapults coming out the siege works, there's a level 2 troll pit, Mordor is ahead. He's really cleaning up all these ranges now with the Black Riders, this is
Rain
a massacre.
Immediately cast, kind of a shocker.
It was cast on Alex's base, just on the barracks and the level 3. So, cast Rain of Fire, okay, I think that's worth.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's a good cast because it's an immediate, I can press a button and your most valuable resource building is immediately gone.
Yes. But that doesn't win you the game,
yeah, it's really interesting because it feels like he could sort of blob his troops and with the Rain of Fire sort of just end the game. That's a really interesting decision because I don't think it's going to lose him the game. I guess the question is maybe he could have won sooner.
Can Alex come back though with an Earthquake and Rohirrim summon? I mean, he really needs to get some more troops on the field. He's behind on the command population. Feels like, he needs to just rack up another 4 ring points, another 3 ring points. But he hasn't got the troops to do it, and all of his troops are split, and he's losing all of these skirmishes. Because every single time it's Mordor's entire army against, half the army of Men of the West. So just the way that these engages are taking place is favouring the Mordor.
Yeah, 100%. But the one thing I will say about Earthquake, Rohirrim summon on the fortress is that as long as there's no moat and menace and Morgul sorcery, the threat is there. But SeaKnight has just gotten the Morgul sorcery upgrade, so it's looking dire for hero Alexshellnot.
Alex just can't get enough troops onto the field. He needs maybe another production building. He just can't make troops fast enough to be able to cope. And
that Rain of Fire, very funnily enough, did sort of stop did sort of completely cut off Alex's ability to produce troops for a while, and now you have this state where SeaKnight has really wrenched full control of the map, and Alex, for the first time basically since the first 5 minutes of the game, has all of his troops on his side of the map defending. He's done a really, really good job of splitting Alex's focus, but right now it's not happening.
He needs the arrow volley of all time, doesn't he? Right now,
yeah, he
uses the Rohirrim.
Looks like Eomir's dead.
Rohirrim needs to kill those catapults. Eomer and Theoden are suiciding into the Black Riders, aren't they?
There's that volley.
He's just multitasking a little bit much. Arrow volley came down, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. Arrow volley.
This game is not over. The Black Riders have been whittled down to they're not useful right now. He's going to have to retreat them.
Funnily enough, this Rohirrim summon is quite interesting because it's able to clean up a lot of the force from SeaKnight. So, and now we're going to see from the inn, the vision coming from the inn with these Galadrim warriors being able to cast Earthquake, and that's huge. He's able to get 2-3 production buildings, including the level 3 siege works and the level 2 troll cage and the industry. So a massive really Earthquake now, giving Alex a really great opportunity to come back into this game.
Really close game.
Wow, Worm summon coming up as well. Hello. We've got all kinds of shenanigans going on. Worm.
All kinds of shenanigans. Funnily enough, all I think that SeaKnight needs in this game is more than upgrades, more than catapults. If he just had 3 flyers on his next Rain of Fire, even through an upgraded fort, he can Rain of Fire and then just attack it with 3 flyers and Mouth of Sauron, and he should be able to end the game. Alex, the fact that he forced Alex to use the Rohirrim summon defensively is really, really important. Though it was a really good use by Alex, because it's looking pretty dire for him if he doesn't do that. And that Earthquake, I'm really impressed by the decision making, because being in his mind, it's like, I know if I can just get this glorious charge with this earthquake off, I feel like I can win. But having enough discipline to know, like, no, now I need, like, there's too much pressure on me.
And I think as well, one other thing. So as soon as the barracks went down to the Rain of Fire, suddenly Alex started spamming from the inns. So he had like 4 or 5 Galadrim warriors, and he's managed to take control of both sides of the map as well.
A little bit, yeah.
Forcing a barricade expansion to be used, whatever that tower summon is, from Mordor. And Alex seems to be like quite resourceful in his his response, but he still needs to rebuild his infrastructure.
Both of these players not interested in going next. They are trying to win this game, and I really, really appreciate that. This is very entertaining. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you're Mordor right here, are you going for darkness or are you going for barrage?
If I'm Mordor, let me have a think. So, what can you get? You can either so SeaKnight bought barricades, didn't he? And Tainted Land in order to go that side of the tree, because you can't get to the middle of the tree with industry, can you? So, and you can't get a Balrog with Worm. So he's probably trying to go for either darkness or what's the other 15 power point? Fuel the Fires.
Barrage.
Oh, it's Barrage.
No, Barrage. Yeah, for Mordor, it's Barrage.
For me, I 100% go Barrage every single time.
You think so?
Yeah. Just because it's so powerful against
his win condition could be Rain of Fire Barrage with Flyers. Like, that's an % guaranteed fortress kill, even through rebuild and Ivory Walls.
You can use Barrage on troops. You can use Barrage to get all these towers on the fortress. So there's a couple of different applications of Barrage. It looks like SeaKnight's just over the last 5 minutes been able to really kind of constrict Alex. You know, he's expanded to the side. He's taking. He's
definitely corralling. He went out of. That's enough of that. No more bullshit Galadrim warriors for you. I don't want to have to worry about my flanks from. Oh, there's a flyer. There's which one is that? I can't tell.
We finally got one. Morgamere, nice. All right, cool. Yeah, this is looking very, very good for SeaKnight now. I just think like he seemed to respond quicker. When his production buildings went down, Alex didn't quite get his. It takes longer for Men of the West to rebuild infrastructure like that, and Alex sitting on just level 1 farms like throughout his whole base. It's looking pretty bad for Alex, I would say, right now, but he's fought on very, very well. I have to say, it was looking bad about 10 minutes ago, and then suddenly, earthquakes coming in.
The Black Rider's taking a lot of casualties there, but still okay. There's the Barrage. Does he use it on the fort, or does he use it on to use it?
Oh, he used Barrage on the fortress, did he? Yeah, he used it on the fortress. Interesting choice. It's looking good now.
Lost a few troops to Arrow Volley. This looks
pretty good for SeaKnight of EA, being able to come through every side of Alex's base. But what a battle! What do you think Alex could have done? Maybe in the mid game.
So I think that a really big moment in this game was when the board flipped after the 1 arrow volley and he had the first Rohirrim summon where he killed the industry. He sort of focused a little bit too much on the 4 production buildings. If he wraps around, he finds the last level 3 slaughterhouse and he kills that. SeaKnight's ability to sort of immediately rebound with his next industry summon is horribly curtailed. Like, in a way, sometimes when we get into that state where we feel like we're on the cusp of winning, we focus a little too hard on trying to do damage to the fort and the production buildings. He had the Rohirrim summon, he had 3 Gondor Knights, he had troops all over the place. He could have split those units up and just cleaned the entire map of slaughterhouses. Had he done that, and he could have, 100% he could have, SeaKnight has no way back into the game. Instead, he's sort of tunneled a little bit too much, and he's on here. The interesting thing, though...
on the resources tab, look at the resources tab, the big cash float to 5k by Alexshellnot. I didn't notice that, but it looks like he was cash floating a little bit there in the mid game, so perhaps could have got another barracks or another.
And he needed a
archery
marketplace, and he probably would have liked to have a Faramir on there. Faramir can sort of slow down, can wounding arrow the Black Riders, which would have let his Rohirrim clean them up in those few situations where he got them really wounded. If he was relying too much on the arrow volley, like I know SeaKnight would say that if he goes Bombadil there and all those he got with arrow volley, if he gets them with Bombadil, now he has all these extra power points.
Yes.
But the interesting thing about this is how awesome that game is with the Knights of EA rule set. That was only game one. Now we get to play Alex's counter pick. We get to play on Alex's counter pick, and Joey SeaKnight has to go more. So
he has to play Mordor. So this is Alex, the rules of the game, everybody. Yep. So I thought that was a thrilling game. We got all the 25 power points out. Shit was going down, I think. There was really good multitasking by both players. It looked like Alex had at one point, he had a massive army outside SeaKnight's base. The first Rohirrim summon. It was looking really, really good. And then SeaKnight played very well. Industry's a powerful tool, guys. So definitely use that. I think, Andy, I'm gonna in this interim get another beer very quickly.
Yeah.
And I will just be right back for like 2 minutes.
Oi. Let's see here. I think Black Riders won him the game, and Alex needed upgraded tower guards. Yeah, I think the Black Riders were really important. But if Alex manages to kill that other level 3 slaughterhouse, there's no Black Riders. Corridor up, please.
Right, I'm back. Are we all good?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Quality. So what we got? Men. So he's picking men. Oh yeah, of course he is, because it's Alex.
Yeah.
Your Knights of EA rules are not favouring Alex too much.
Well, not potentially, right? For him, it's kind of a right. It would be interesting to see him get tilted and just be like, "Ah, fuck your Mordor, I'm going elves," right, or something like.
Elves or dwarves, both strong against Mordor, I think.
I actually really love this matchup. Men of the West, I feel, is one of, I think, objectively the more balanced of the matchups on current patch. What do you think?
Men against Mordor, yeah, no. Well, last game showed it was quite a nice game. Looks like Alex is going for the exact same build now this time. I think both players had chances to win last game, and maybe Alex realizes that, and looks like he can make some adjustments, little fine tune on a different map. Maybe this map is going to suit Men of the West a little bit better, where there's a bit more zone control, with the kind of the channels in the middle and to the sides.
I think, and I hope he just goes Bombadil instead of Arrow Volley too, right? Because like he had these crazy good army wiping moments with it, but just imagine if he'd gotten power points from those kills.
Oh yeah, you don't get it from that. You get power points from Tom Bombadil, right?
I'm almost positive, but I'm not certain.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do. Looks like SeaKnight going for the same build as last game.
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
both going the same build. I would want Alex to go for the troll. It's closer than one. If you're gonna go Pike first unit, you should go for the troll. That's just my opinion. Oh no, he's opting instead for the Soldiers of Gondor. Maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable with a little more avenue. He's going to try and put some pressure onto SeaKnight immediately. Or
it's also one of those mind game things. So he went for the creep last game. Maybe he wants to go for the swordsman this game. Try and catch him off guard and see if SeaKnight's doing something different.
And SeaKnight did scout, so you would assume that SeaKnight would assume that the game is the same. And yeah, because he's immediately going out here to creep with this first archer, only to see, we've got a
I think Men of the West here as well, because you can't scout with Men of the West in this matchup. And I think that the only way you can scout is with a builder, for example, but that's pretty risky as well. And so just knowing that he's not up against trolls, he's not up against Haradrims, I think that's maybe part of the plan as well, with Alex going for this kind of rush, and he's able to distract SeaKnight's troops as well. So SeaKnight's creep's going to be a little bit late. Alex might be able to get the first creep off. So yeah, all of these factors as well. I think it's not a bad decision at all to go for the damage, and actually it looks like he's getting quite a lot of damage into that.
Yeah, he won't get the kill, but he won't get the kill. But again, he's taxing SeaKnight's time. He's taxing mental, his the space inside of his brain. Like, I would rather be creeping here. Though he is sending his second unit of archers already. Is trying to kill this ward.
Small mistake by Alex. He didn't creep with his second unit. He just sort of left them at home, and the Pikes now are at home. So maybe a little mistake. I don't think it's going to be game breaking, but just that kind of actions per minute stuff. Yeah.
Funnily enough, sending that soldier into base and immediately losing it to not get the successful kill on the slaughterhouse is exactly what SeaKnight's 2 slaughterhouse 2 orc pit build is designed to deal with. That's the entire point of getting those 2 units out so quickly, is to guarantee that you can protect yourself from the initial rush. And the fact that Alex did that and lost the unit does actually play into SeaKnight's hand. Like he's undisputably in a stronger position at this moment in the game than he was in the last game.
I agree, and I think that as well, Alex is not creeping right now. He's in the middle. If you only build 2 slaughterhouses, right, and you have 2 orc pits, it means there's only 2 bloody slaughterhouses. And if you build an orc pit and 3 slaughterhouses, you're going to have a hard time defending all 3 of those slaughterhouses. And now look, Alex's creep's going to be late. He may not even get this creep if he loses this fight.
Or he'll leave his back turned to his opponents in order to get the gold and lose half a battalion doing so, and probably lose the fight, which is kind of what's going on here.
All right, place your bets now. Who wins this fight? Does Men of the West win this, or does SeaKnight win this little skirmish here in the middle?
I think SeaKnight should win, but it's going to be hard with the armor fix nerf coming in here. I see him sort of burning through these soldiers a little bit too quickly, and his four archers should deal with the 2 pretty swiftly.
4
2
archers
1/4
against 2, yeah. Interesting. What do you think about kind of Mordor Orc Archer spam? Used to be all the rage in 2.01.
Funnily enough, it's only so the reason it worked so well on 2.0 is that their individual damage was like, I think, almost insignificantly higher than it is now. Like, they have nerfed and buffed Orc Archers. We actually went through it. Me and SeaKnight went through the changelog last week, and we observed that, like, Orc Archers on current version 2.02, they got buffed in version 8. They're basically where they were on 2.01. The main difference being that Horde bonus is nerfed. On 2.01, Horde bonus was 50-50 armor attack damage, and there was movement speed. And they had a bonus of 50% movement speed. All of that is combined is like made it so that those Orc Archers were crazy, and they had, I think, slightly longer attack range. On 2.02 right now, Horde bonus is 25-25, and there's no bonus move speed. So
right.
So I think that if you try and fight the Orc Archer Death Ball, it's actually really strong and sort of. Like, I find myself playing in a style very similarly to how SeaKnight is playing right now, with lots of Orc Archers, and that until there's cavalry or siege on the map, it actually does pretty well. Like, I think that lots of Orc Archers with double buff deals with even elves pretty reasonably well.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of players as well, like, have troubles with Mordor. There's a lot of trouble with Mordor early, but it's because they're not building any Orc Archers. And Orc Archers is still a very good unit, and maybe just the choice to build the Orc Archers is going to be something that comes more popular now. Look at this fight. This is horrible for Alexshellnot.
Yeah,
he might lose these Gondor cavalries.
Yeah. Leading with the knight is so bad, dude. Your ground force is your anvil. Your horses are your hammer. You put the ground troops in first. Letting your opponent key the horses first is just a horrible play.
Yeah, you want to disguise that. You want to disguise that you have cavalry at that point. And now look, even these shitty Haradrim Lancers, who I know are the worst cavalry in the game, looks like they're gonna get the better of the Gondor Knights. They're chasing it down. Yeah, they took out that unit. Yeah,
he cleaned it up. That's a big deal. Alex basically made the same mistake in both games. Last game, his first Gondor Knight, he sort of let engage in a fight that was really bad for it.
That's a huge tainted lands. Hello,
kind of a questionable placement, though, don't you think? I mean, no,
it could be a bit further up, couldn't it? But it's still good.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's still good, though. I think this is over.
Yeah, this one is looking pretty overwhelming. The adaptation that I would like to.
Oh, Andy, we've lost you.
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, we lost you there. Sorry. What did you say? The adaptation you'd like to see?
The adaptation that I would like to see from Alex, if he insists on playing men, is that SeaKnight has gone the same build both games. He's basically playing massive amounts of troops really fast to play defensive. Capitalize on that. Either go 3 farm straight into cavalry and try and get to that 2 or 3 units of Gondor Knights sooner. That can really just sort of completely negate all these blobs of Orc Archers, or creep.
Yes.
The Cave Troll, instead of go for the Cave Troll and then go for send your first 2 units out there. Like, if he does that,
I think going cavalry start is quite good against Mordor because it forces a Haradrim and Palace, which
at least this build, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, but every time SeaKnight is scouting, so, if you go cavalry start, he's going to know about it. And, that's the disadvantage you have as Men of the West early, is that you can't scout. You can't scout at all. You don't have a choice. So Mordor has the scout advantage. But Alex is still not over and done with, it looks like.
No.
He's got, 4 or 5 battalions in the middle. It looks like, he didn't overexpand, so, there's not too much room to kill. SeaKnight, on the other hand, he's still sitting on 2 Orc Pits and a Haradrim. So, has he been saving up for something? He's not got industry yet. So, until that point, I think, the longer they don't fight for...
He bought a flyer, that's what he did.
Oh, has he bought a flyer? Oh, here we go.
Kamul is out already. Yeah, that's a really big deal here.
Well, that's how ahead he was, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's how ahead he was. And notice that he killed that level 2 after he threatened that barracks there on that push and he killed a bunch of units. He sort of felt like he would have to trade his whole army to sort of keep getting kills. to keep getting resource kills. And so he, instead of, you know, feeding power points, he's like, no, I'm leading. I'm just going to back up and I'm going to buy the flyer that's going to guarantee that I win this game. And I'm not going to give him any power points that could give him the potential to claw back.
Arrow volley in the middle.
Again. He reacted.
Pretty good arrow volley.
He also bought arrow volley. But did you see how Alex immediately responded? Really, really funny. Oh my god.
Oh, these Gondor archers are going to get smashed here, aren't they?
I think that it's just like objectively bad that both players bought arrow volley. By the way,
was that troll arrow volley by SeaKnight? He's like, I could get industry, it kind of was.
Yeah,
I could get industry and win the game right now, or I could get arrow volley because I hate arrow volley and I want to style on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So arrow volley ruins the game.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Wait, would you ever make a topic on game replays? Arrow volley makes the game boring.
No. I don't like how.
You wouldn't do that?
No, I would not. No. Arrow volley is really well designed, and I like it a lot. And I'm really glad that it has 10 seconds of uninteractable death zone, which is, you know, I'm really glad that it's the only example of that in the. All right, that's.
Is it 10 in-game seconds, or is it 10 seconds? Like, because the in-game seconds are different, aren't they?
It's 10. I mean, it's 10 in-game seconds, right?
Is that the same as a second?
Well, yeah, but you're just not used to experiencing a straight up.
Right? Oh, but usually when there's like lag and stuff.
10 seconds is 10 seconds, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Cause we have garbage netcode and it runs really, really slow.
Oh, and the lag and stuff. How do you think Alex can come back from this, or is he relying on some kind of?
He really needs Ranger Faramir, and he needs to camp his ass off. That's how he comes back. He has to basically protect the farms that he has on the board here.
Oh, Alex lost 1,000 resources there at the top for that Nazgul, by the way. That was
that's not looking good.
2 battle towers going down, and the builder as well. That's pretty rough, losing 1,000 resources. You can buy Boromir with that, nearly.
Yeah, I don't think Alex has it in him to start to put... Because basically, if Alex wants to drag this game on, he can win with power points. He can win if he gets the right heroes out and he gets them level. And the way that he gets to that point in the game is he builds like 1 or 2 trebuchets on his fort, a tower or a dormitory with a ranger in it to make it so that coming near to his fortress is just the death zone for the mortal player, and then he just tries to claw his back way in from there and hope that SeaKnight makes mistakes. He's not going to win by crossing the river and losing.
No, crossing the river is just asking to get smashed here, isn't he? But the Nazgul's, the Fell Beast is quite low, but you know, should be able to deal with these rangers anyway. We'll see if it's able to deal with them. It looks like the Rangers are just about surviving 1 hit from the Fell Beast.
They were buffed.
Very low health. But the Fell Beast getting away, good control by SeaKnight. Interesting battle in the middle though. Alex needs to save these troops, otherwise he's going to be in a bad place.
I just want to highlight these Haradrim Lancers because he hasn't lost these units this whole game. He's only bought 2 Haradrim Lancers. He got them to level 2. Did he buy banners or did he just get them to level 2?
He got them to level 2.
No, he bought banners. He bought banners. And he's kept them alive the whole game, and they are really big.
Oh, interesting.
So when we talk about Haradrim Lancers being weak, they do feel really weak, but they feel perfect once they get banners because they just sort of
they can heal. Yeah, that's the thing about cavalry. You need them to heal.
Because there's no engagement where you're going to be able to use your cavalry to trample, where you're not going to take a whole bunch of triage damage, basically. Like, you're going to lose half of the battalion. If you can retreat them into your base with banner carriers and they come back, the Haradrim Lancers, they feel quite good. But sometimes it's just, I'd like them to either give me my banners a little more accessible or make them get to level 2 a little quicker.
This could be the nail in the coffin, crossing the bridge.
Yeah, I think so.
Crossing the river. This could be. He hasn't got any buffs.
Yeah, he needs to stop doing this. He's not willing to sort of like stop the thing. SeaKnight sees the arrow volley and
Yeah, he's.
My archers are in melee range. Here's fear. What are you gonna do? He's gonna clean up these lancers that he's kept alive the whole game are coming out here.
Yeah,
this is really well done.
That's a rough one for Alexshellnot, isn't it? He's lost everything there. His entire army gone down. So yeah, he's fucked himself there, hasn't he?
This is taking like a decent amount of time for SeaKnight game, but he has been in this situation against Alex in particular, and against another 1v1 partner of his BlackKnightofEA, where he's winning and he just sort of like throws away and he loses power points. And so his adaptation to sort of losing to power points is just like, I'm not going to give you anything. If it takes me 30 minutes to beat you while having minimal losses, then so be it. I'm not losing this game. And that's, you know, where we're at here. The long shot from 1 battalion of Rangers not strong enough to kill the Haradrim that are buffed. Very good.
I like that that's the case,
nail,
yeah.
Right?
This should be this is quite a lot to deal with. It feels like Alex is too far behind right now to be able to come back in game 2.
And he's just thrown away too many troops.
That last engagement was really hard for him because he lost a lot in that last engagement. Whereas, like, remember in the first game there was a lot of back and forth, but it never felt like, you know, he was out totally. You know,
exactly.
It felt like he was down and out. Like in this game, you know, SeaKnight's got 875 command points. He's got a bunch of level 3. Furnace's got Troll Cage level 2. He's got Siege Works up already, and Haradrim's level 3. So, like, his infrastructure's better. He's got more map control. Alex, this game, you know, he's got to have a big Rohirrim Serum. Otherwise, it's going to be, you know, GG probably. So he's got to rely on this Rohirrim.
Yeah, feels really far away.
Well, it's 1 power point away.
Well, he's at 14. So... Yeah, he is at 14, so he could, you know, there is potential.
He needs a Rohirrim,
but he doesn't have the Theoden. He's had Eomer out early and has lost him. Like, he doesn't have a hero.
How has Alex got 3 level 3 farms this game? It feels like he's been behind, but he's got 3 level 3 farms.
He's lost every other farm at least one. So that's... SeaKnight has not throw away troops to kill them, which is questionable. I think that there have been a couple moments in this game where SeaKnight has sort of backed off when he could have, you know, maybe pressed a little bit further. But, you know, here we are. You know, if he hadn't have got... Very interestingly, you know, he would have Worm right now, but it looks like he's going to get Worm imminently. Oh no!
Oh, a nice trample coming through there, and a great arrow volley. So, you know, suddenly one arrow volley later, and the tide is turned. Well, would you look at that, guys? Arrow volley. Is that OP or what?
I don't know.
Pretty good spell. The Nazgul's on foot.
He should be able to get him mounted. We'll see if
that drummer troll's going down. The flyer's going to be mounted. Okay. But yeah, actually a really huge swing there.
Upgraded. He has forge blades on his Haradrim Lancers.
That is, I mean, that is questionable. That is questionable.
Yeah, that seems like...
That's where his money's been going.
I've sort of talked SeaKnight up this whole game about how he's, you know, playing in a way where he's taking his time, he's being methodical. But with those forged blades, you know, do you think SeaKnight is playing with his food?
I don't know, but Worm Summon's coming up, isn't it? Look, he's going to scout the Men of the West base. Is he going to summon the Worm? That's what I thought he was doing. I mean, what else is he doing there?
Yeah,
here we go. The Worm comes up. So some of these level 3s are going down, but on the other side of the map...
the Worm is going to die really quickly. That's the only bummer. You
think the Worm will die here? Interesting. Yeah, the Worm's getting shot at by all these rangers, eh?
Yeah, see? Ooh. He's not going to get... The reason he does the summon is he wants to kill...
That's interesting. He didn't get a single...
That's a really bad summon. Yeah.
He didn't get a single building, and now the Rohirrim summon is available. So, can Alex answer with you know, his own Rohirrim summon? I mean, that is a pretty big swing there.
You can't summon the Worm there. You just can't summon the Worm there when you have all of those Rangers with leadership there, because it's going to die too fast. He should have, if he had brought the eye down and he could have summoned it on the bottom archery range in level 3 farm, oh, that would have been so good. He would have at least gotten one level 3 farm kill. He could have, you know, undermined to the other side of the base. But just summoning it in that ball, like, you should know that your Worm is going to die.
Do you feel like SeaKnight in this game, you know, as his fell beast gets shot at and he uses arrow volley, do you feel like he's trying to buy everything at the same time? You know, he's gotten forged blades for his Haradrims,
Yeah.
he's gotten catapults now, he's getting fell beasts, he's getting, you know...
He's not staying focused, right? It seems like he's all over the place and
he's got every type of unit,
be
isn't
doing
he?
something.
He's got every
and he's
single
almost
type of
like
unit.
over multi-time.
He's
sort of like trying to do too much too. Like the amount of troops that he's lost to arrow volley is just downright unacceptable. Like you should have the presence of mind to hit X.
Yeah, man, you should be staring at your troops the whole time.
Well, no, not necessarily. Come on now.
That's
not what I said.
No, that's exactly that's what you should be doing. He actually has a bit of a bad Rohirrim summon. He didn't really get a lot out of that.
No,
I felt like he feels like he could have defended that without them. So he's not going to be able to get the harass done. That
Aragorn is on the floor.
Oh my goodness me! We've got an Aragorn, lads. We need fire arrows soon, don't we?
Not really sure about all this. Is he finally going to lose these Haradrim? No, he loses the Nazgul, but it's okay because both Haradrim Lancers are still alive. The goal is just to keep them alive the whole game, okay? Oh, the Witch King is out. I didn't even realize. Level 3 already.
So the Witch King...
Half health, though.
The Witch King is here, so interesting. So look, SeaKnight maybe trying to just buy absolutely everything in the game right now, and that could cost him.
Yeah, I feel like it, yeah. He's going for.
Alex has got twice the amount of troops on the field right now by command points, and actually he's been behind all games. So this could be a bit of a elf style death ball coming out of Alexshellnot, right?
Yeah, it is, but SeaKnight can buy barrage here if he wants to. If he has to, he can buy barrage.
Oh, because he took arrow volley, couldn't he? So he can.
The question is if he just chooses to wait, or if he thinks he can win. Because I think he can win this. He still has his 2 Haradrim Lancers that are slowly regenerating. He's got the leadership. He has, one little catapult skull will scatter them, and he should be able to defend. These are unupgraded troops.
And again, Black Riders coming out as well. So yeah, the Black Riders could be quite interesting. What do you think? Fire arrows maybe for Alex as a next move?
Honestly, fire arrows would actually probably be pretty good against the flyers and the Nazgul. There is scalar against the Rider Battalion with fire arrows. Yeah, so it could be potential. Though in my mind, what I want is a few more heroes. I really want Faramir on the Alex, and I really want armor for his cavalry and tower guards. I think that would go a long way, because if he can get armor for some Rohirrim, it's going to take 5 swoops for the Felby, and then and that sort of gives him that tool back. And
at that point, it's not worth even going for him, because you don't quite get the damage off. Witch King playing with fire a little bit here. Ooh, could the Witch King be in trouble?
Yeah, this is a mistake. He should run away. It's going to be really close. No, he's dead.
Oh, he's gone down. Yeah, playing with fire. Man. And now Aragorn level 3, tanking everything.
Lots of mistakes here.
Another arrow volley, but we should be seeing
many arrow volleys.
The Black Riders are going to clean everything.
you stupid fuck! Press X once! It's not that hard!
It's not hard to press X when you're doing 100 million times. Okay, Aragorn's going down now to the Black Riders. Pretty much everything is going to die. Balrog's going to be ready, or the fucking Rain of Fire, whatever it's called.
Rain of Fire. The game 1 between these guys was... They made lots of mistakes, but it was a pretty decently high-level game. Not the highest, but pretty high. A game worth learning from.
Yeah, man, this game is a fiesta.
Shit show. This is just so bad it hurts my soul. Come on, guys!
Hey, but we've got level 3 Haradrim Lancers. How often do you see that?
True! Fully upgraded level 3 Haradrim Lancers. Don't worry, level 1 Boromir. He's gonna save the day.
Oh, man.
My soul.
Oh, Rain of Fire coming down on the archery range. Interesting. Okay, let's go.
Oh my goodness. He made the same decision that he did last time, which is that I just want to immediately kill this level 3 structure, and there are no more level 3 farm. Well, there's one more level 3 farm for Alex on the board. So this is
he's got one.
so-
He's got one of them.
yeah.
But he's just
got
behind
one
on the
there.
upgrades. He's behind on the troops now. He's behind on
He
the
straight up
power
could have
points.
He straight up could have just Reina fired the fort and it would have taken it to like less than half.
Like
So,
Alex is 20 power points away from getting his own 25er, and yeah, I think.
Oh no.
That's gonna be.
SeaKnight should just say GG and leave because he finally lost all of his Haradrim. Like, why even go on? He lost his entire army.
Oh, rebuild.
It hurts.
He's microing quite well off host, isn't he, SeaKnight?
Oh yeah, yep. Perfect micro.
I think one of the things is that if you put 5,000 resources into the Witch King, right, and then you just fucking lose it, then you're an idiot, basically, aren't you? Like, what are you doing that for? Like, why don't I just buy a new fortress or something like that, and then immediately delete it? You know,
true.
It's exactly the same thing.
That's a bad analogy because you would get half of back then.
Oh yeah, do you get half the money back from deleting a fortress?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's Tom Bombadil. You love to see it.
Oh,
Get
he gets
outta
those
here.
upgrades though. He gets all the upgrades.
Just as soon as the money goes through, they all. Oh, what a time!
Hey, efficient Tom Bombadil.
You love to see it.
Pretty efficient Tom Bombadil right
How
there.
many power points did he get from that? Oh man,
No idea. I
think he
assume
got
it wasn't on that
3,
many.
just
Like 2 or 3. Aragorn is back. Boromir is back. So it's
These
heroes
level
back.
3 Black Riders. Listen, get the hell out of here, Black Riders. I'm Tom Bombadil. Do you have any idea what that means? I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
I don't quite know how Camel got to level 5, but we've got a level 5 Camel on our hands, lads.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
So I think we understand Alex is still behind, but is he over and out? Do you think he's over and out or not? His army is tower guards and heroes.
He's so far behind. The thing is that if SeaKnight keeps fucking around and keeps dealing all this non-lethal damage to him, there is a situation where we here bang our heads against the wall for another 20 minutes. He gets leveled and he can win with heroes and earthquake. I don't think that that's likely, but it's possible.
This is comedic. The Black Riders are going to take down the stables. Are they? Oh no, they're just
no,
doing a little drive-by.
No, we're just. He wants to see the base because Alex has put a lot of work into it. It's very pretty. It's it's kind of avant-garde. It's not quite symmetrical, but it brings out
Yeah.
So it was just like, hey, come take a look at it.
Do you think it's like somewhere between avant-garde and Renaissance? This.
Somewhat.
This style.
Yeah.
So, somewhere around there, we've got like the Leonardo da Vinci's of this world have been having a good time, hammering away. We've got them hammering away on the farm right now. We've got them hammering away on the barracks. So yeah, these artistes are having they're making a good deal of it, aren't they? These artists.
Yeah, true. I really wish the only thing that could really elevate this beautiful Men of the West base is if he just started building walls for no reason. But that's I think you have to take a college course in impressionism to really realize how good walls are.
Oh, here we go. Horn of Gondor. Getting all horny up in here. Oh, see, Alex pressed X. Alex pressed X.
Do you see how hard that is? It's not that hard.
To press X, yeah.
Aragorn's going to kill this entire army. Maybe, yeah.
Harold's got leadership now, which is quite nice.
Yeah, we're looking, it's getting closer to Men of the West.
What do you think about Aragorn when he's using Blade Master? What do you think about Aragorn in aggressive stance?
He's so strong. I don't think he needs to be in aggressive stance. Oh no, he's not. Okay, because he's sitting on heal. As soon as Blade Master ended, he immediately put him in defensive stance. So I think he's microing his heroes pretty well. He has good attention.
Oh shit! The Witch King just puts him in the bum.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't have heal. Doesn't have Athelas.
Does the worm is actually killing buildings this time?
Wow.
Aragorn is dead.
Wait, how did he get? Is the Witch King in there somewhere?
No, that was the Black Rider. That was a Black Rider.
Oh, it was a Black Rider.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. You can click on him. It's on cooldown. The Morgul Blade.
Boys, we've got a couple of battering rams coming through the south side.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
Oh, this could be a nice
You'll
cheesy way to end the game. Just because he
Yeah.
hadn't built them yet. It was the only unit he hadn't built this game.
Alex finally.
Oh, no GG from Alex.
Boy, yeah, just they're mad as fuck. They are literally talking to each other right now, so he probably just said it. I like to imagine he's just mad as fuck, though.
Wow, he didn't even say GG. Well, he was behind the whole game.
Yeah, so bad mannered.
That's such bad manners. Like, in England, we would never stand for that. Like, that is just literally so uncouth right now. Like, I don't know what to think about that.
Boy, howdy. That one was a little painful.
It was one-sided. It was one-sided, wasn't it? It was one-sided. You know, there was a 5-minute cash float from SeaKnight where he bought the Nazgul, and then there was another cash float at 14 minutes where he bought the Witch King.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, all right then. Interesting game there. Interesting game.
Yeah. Yep.
Should we do another 1v1, or do you want to do a 2v2 or something like that?
Well, they have to finish their set. It's a best of 5, so they have one more.
Okay.
Assuming SeaKnight wins.
Alex host again.
How
was the host? It was all right for me. Like, I was just
it seemed fine
spectating
for me.
though. Yeah. I didn't get much lag that game. I didn't get much. My troops were responding appropriately.
Yeah.
I think I could have microed a little bit better, but that was down to me. I'm not going to blame the lag for my bad commentary, mate. Hello to Ezio Auditor saying that everyone's toxic. Yes, here we are. Nin Sere is it's worth a thought loss. I'm not sure what you mean there. You probably said that at some point, and we were having a chat about something, and then I forgot what that was. So, no, all good. Why do you have your camera in negative? Because I don't want you to see my fucking face. And also, like, I've got a face for the radio, and also, what happens if my fucking some girl I want to date or something? She like comes across my amazing.
Oh my god, this guy plays the Rings real-time strategy game. I can't date him. He's undesirable now.
Exactly, that would be pretty undesirable. You know, this is a man's game. I don't know a single girl that likes this shit. There are none. Reverse color. Yeah. Alright, we've got Men Against Mordor. Oh, it's a new map. I haven't got it.
It's Westfold. It's just a weird edited, updated version of Westfold, but it's good. This is on the map list, and he has decided to try and win here. I hope SeaKnight wins. Alex. Then the set is 2-1, and he can potentially come back and win. Man.
Yeah, I mean, if I quite like if SeaKnight wins, because Alex didn't say GG last game.
Yeah, because he's really rude. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Alex, has had the better use of arrow volley, I think, so he deserves to win. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Arrow volley is the best power point in the entire game and should be used and bought first every time. God damn it! I just really need SeaKnight to pressing X. Pay a little bit more attention to your.
If SeaKnight pressed X, like we could have got like another half hour back from our lives right there.
Yeah, true. Hard agree.
Tell Alex to get Boromir. Ooh. I'm gonna tell him.
Boromir would have been good in that game, and it actually makes Arrow Volley make more sense. because you can kill them without the other player being bad. The counterplay to Boromir is, however, Gothmog's Iron Hand, right? Because SeaKnight hasn't had. No. Go Gothmog.
Yeah, but he could kill Gothmog and then use Arrow Volley.
Yeah, or he could just.
Do you know,
you can just use Arrow Volley.
This game revolves around Arrow Volley, guys. So.
The best spell in the game.
Every player, all the players, all 2 of them, go for different builds right now. We've got SeaKnight with a fucking 3 farms into
this is aggressive.
And a troll cage. Don't know how he can afford that. Is he hacking? And then Alexshellnot going 3 farms. and a barracks, and then a 4th farm. So going for the economy game.
This is actually really. I'm actually really happy to see this. Racks, and he's immediately creeping. So this is going to set him up to react. But there's sort of like a soul read going on here from SeaKnight, where he's like, he's done 1 farm, 1 racks every other game, and I've beaten him. So he's not going to do it now. So I'm going to change my build. These trolls, because there could be a really interesting timing push here with his first cave troll, where Alex is spread out, 2 units, with his pike, creeping in the north side, and he just has swordsman, and then all of a sudden it's a troll, and he's just like, oh god, like it could be. And
Alex with the same build with the cavalry quite soon as well. That's going to be hard against the troll, isn't it? He needs archers now.
This is really interesting because these are builds that would have worked really well in the previous games, but SeaKnight seemingly like having some kind of read and just sort of guessing that he's going to go this cavalry, because this is the first game that Alex racks stable. He has gone barracks, archery range every other game. So
no, he went for early stables in the first game.
Did he? I thought he went archery range first.
No, he went for stables in the first game, I thought. To be honest, it's so long ago that
that was another lifetime.
This is the first game he's gone. He's gone for 2 farms this time, like to start with. So but like this 1 troll is going to do so much work.
Yeah, it's go next. That's over.
Should we just go next? Wait, what happens if I quit? Do they go next, or do they play on?
I bet they would play on because they're heroes, and we've got this. Let's see if Alex rally calls these 2 units that are actually in SeaKnight space right. Well,
he's going to need to, isn't he? Because it's his only bloody troops on the pitch. Everything is going down. You're getting the fear. It's shit that you get fear like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that mechanic. He's
who
gonna
put
run
that
it
in the
away.
game? Who put that fear in the game?
EA. It was original. If he loses, losing that troll is a really big deal.
Yeah,
this is okay for Alec. He's gonna lose. He's losing. He's
all
lost
his farms.
2 farms to the troll.
He's losing all his farms.
But he should be able to do with if he crosses the halfway mark with cavalry. Like, he should get a lot of kills here. He's getting 1 on the southwest there. He should get quite a few with that Gondor Knight.
He's managed to get some archers out, and he's expanded towards the top side, so hopefully he'll be able to defend a little bit.
And since he has creeped, he's in a little bit of a better spot, from last game. Oh my god, the troll just killed... what an unfortunate clump. Oh my god.
Oh, yo,
really
what's up, Football Chris? What's up, Ninsare? What's up, guys? Everybody, we're about to see... Just the troll.
Is he just gonna
he's getting
kill this whole battalion?
Oh
my god.
No splash damage.
No!
Oh, he got the barracks. Wow. I thought he was going to be able to AoE that whole clump of pikemen, but...
I think that if he had right... That was a really weird interaction.
He could have right-clicked there, right?
Yeah, I think if he had right-clicked the Rohan spearmen, he would have just instantly one-shot them. But funnily enough, that's a much better... Killing the barracks is much better for SeaKnight, obviously.
And I tell you what, Alex is not in a bad spot now.
No,
earlier,
he's not.
Like, when I saw that troll outside my base, I would have just GG'd and gone next. But actually, Alex is not in a bad spot at all. He's got cavalry in SeaKnight's base. He's taken down some of the original resource buildings, some of the orc pits as well. It's absolutely anyone's game right now.
I really appreciate that about the man's got a heart of a warrior. He's out here to win. He's not the quick GG'er. He's not the tilter.
Well, maybe that's just how the game works. When they come out with a troll, then you've got a window somewhere, and he's managed to find that window. So
exactly. Nice. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Do not lose this Gondor Knight to this cave troll, please, for the love of God. Oh fuck!
Oh, I missed it. I didn't see where it was.
The cave troll in the middle. Look, you can see the corpse. the fatal
it was the cave troll.
he ran it back and was gonna run it to the well, and then the cave troll killed him. You hate to see.
Oh, Alex, the key pirate. Is he gonna pirate this shit now? He's managed to steal treasure every single game, isn't he?
He has.
I think one of the best things about
oh no, the troll fear!
Oh, he gets the troll though. He got the troll. He got the troll. Never mind the treasure though. The power points you get off those creeps is quite a lot as well, right? So it's like a power point. It's like a whole power point off that troll creep.
Yeah, it's significant. It's significant. Whenever I play against SeaKnight, that manage to creep, and I'm just trying to harass him, and I get like a resource kills, and then all of a sudden he has all 5 of it. You know, he has this Creebane and his War Chant. I'm like, how the hell are you ahead of me in PowerPoints? It's like, dude, I killed every creep.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, C.
You killed every creep on the map Eastfold by the player Men of the West, Alexshellnot.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, so the Gondor Knight's taking down a nice resource building inside of SeaKnight's base. So SeaKnight with only one of his original resource buildings right now.
Really important. They've both of them have been cleaned out. The fact that he has that level 2 slaughterhouse does put him slightly favorable right now against Alex. But
Alex has got one level 2 farm as well. So
I didn't realize. You're right. That's right. He killed the barracks instead.
They've both got. They've both done all right for themselves, haven't they? I wonder what heroes we're going to see this game.
What I want to see from Alex, I really want to see Faramir. Faramir is your answer to the Nazgûl, to the trolls that are being really annoying right now. That wounding arrow is very important. It's also helps sort of turn the tide in cavalry wars. Like if you're, it lets you run these troops down. SeaKnight being pretty aggressive with these trolls
in the middle. Yeah, I know they're just running straight into those level 2 pikes, and actually, one troll managed to escape.
One is he's just a whoa. This
the other one's stuck. The other one's stuck.
You hate to see it.
All right, so you managed to kill one troll.
It's a great game.
That's not bad. Like mistakes all over the place.
I feel like that was some and just shoddy AI. And one of the hardest things about playing this moments like that where it's like you're clicking and it's like please Mr. Troll, what do I need for you to listen?
You can't
raise wages.
We pay you 50 orcs a day and you still run it down, Miz.
He's just eating orcs in front of the battle here. Oh, the arrow volley!
Oh my god, is that an arrow volley? GG, Nori. GG, man, GG. Right, GG. I'm out of here. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Oh, he should be saving some of these troops, though, right? Alexshellnot, he's like running around. Yeah. He should be saving some of those guys. I love how he just like walks past the creep at the bottom as well. Like I don't fucking need you.
Alex has sort of flooded side of the buildings in a couple minutes, and these interactions that we were screaming about over that arrow. Like he is in a really good position right now to take this game as long as he can, sort of just. He needs to transition. He needs Rangers soon. He needs Faramir. Boromir wouldn't be bad. If you can get Boromir out before Gothmog, you can get a lot of really good use off of it.
Look at this. I was looking at the industry. So the industry was on 73 per tick, and it leveled up to level 3, and now it's 113 per tick. That's got to be a bug, right?
No.
113 a tick?
See, but the thing about... No, I'll tell you what it is.
Does it double the level 2 industry number?
No,
when it levels up?
Usually it's 97, right?
Yeah.
So the reason it's higher than what percent, it's not 97. We are programmed as Witch King players and have been for years to build our farms at 97% because it's the margin where you can get 25% with your first, where you can get 25 resources off of your first one.
Yeah.
And get max thing, but the 100% farm does outscale at level 3. It does outscale the 97%. And then if you have stuff like Marketplace or Industry or Dwarven Riches, that 100% farm, you're going to see you crack 100. Like that's why it's over there. Is because because that was his third farm. He built his first 2 at 97 to protect with the fort. Alex managed to kill them, and so the one original surviving slaughterhouse isn't 100% slaughterhouse, which is why you're saying
interesting. Yeah, so the 100% slaughterhouse gives you 113 a tick, and the other ones just give you 97. Interesting.
Yeah. Here's an absolute throwback to way back in the day, but there was a guy on Game Replays named Thorin who was admin for a really long time.
Yes, I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was always like, you should 100 like late game, if you build your resource buildings at 100% instead of 97 and you keep them alive, you will be so far ahead of the guy that built them at 97%. Like but you know, in practically speaking, though, you know, having a slaughterhouse or a resource building that you can defend is better than having one that's at 100 that you can't defend. But, you know, something for us to think about. Your first 3 farms do 97%. After that, you should try for 100.
For 100%, interesting. Well, I quite like you can hide resource buildings as well. So, like hiding them is also can be quite good. You know, if you can keep them alive by hiding them on like 70%, then sometimes that can be good as well. Interesting that Alex has managed to stabilize here into this game, and actually feels like he's ahead now. He's ahead in ring points, he's ahead in command points, you know, and troops and stuff. All that the advantage is for SeaKnight is the industry. So, you know, as soon as he knows and he finds where that is, it could be.
He does have Haradrim out though, which is okay. I mean, the fact that you have Haradrim that Rangers aren't going to give the Men of the West player battlefield dominance, but Alex is doing a good job. He's got 2 forces, you know, he's got his cavalry and he's got 2 bodies of infantry. He's doing a really good job. This summon tower
and a lone tower summon. I hate this tactic. How is he going to be able to
really
break
useful.
that? He's going to need to use trolls, probably. He's going to need to... it's out of range of the fort catapult, is it? But he's building a catapult anyway, so...
it might be right on the edge if he manually barrages. He will get it with 0.5%.
Do you think that's in range? It's one of those, like, place your bets now, guys.
It's going to be right on the edge. It's going to be right on the edge, but the catapult isn't bad because he can still scope defend. Really important, because if he loses his industry here, it's going to be a really, really big deal. Well, maybe not. He might be close to being able to recast it, but he doesn't have another level 3 slaughterhouse, obviously.
Do you think can this catapult fire over the production buildings?
Yes,
it can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it might just be out of range, you know.
If he puts it in aggressive stance, it will raise the range, and he might be able to. And he might be able to barrage it, like the manual select area and barrage. Like if he does it just like a little bit out of range, he'll get the splash damage onto the tunnel.
He needs it in aggressive stance, doesn't he? But it looks like these 2 trolls might be able to clean it up. Yeah,
he should be able to get rid of this quite quickly with this. It reacted really, really quickly, but in the meantime, you know, Alex is sort of building out these a few more farms. He's expanding. Oh my god,
good targeting by the troll. Good targeting on the trolls. He managed to take out 2 trolls with the lone tower summons. That's not bad, right?
Yeah, no, it's a decent trade.
Better than arrow volley. Arrow volley would never do that.
Exactly.
Were you looking at those Easterlings massacring the Gondor Knights at the bottom?
Yeah. No, I was not, but now I am. A little bit of a misplay from the Alex.
There's a lot of crazy expansion coming down the bottom side from SeaKnight. He's obnoxiously sort of building in Alex's base. Not sure how I feel about it. Alex doesn't seem to have any troops on the field.
Yeah. Not too many. How much? Oh, there's a flyer is out.
I guess that's what you get industry, you know, you get a flyer or you get Nazgul, right?
Basically, yeah. I mean, the flyer is really good against somebody who's using lot free and you knowing, like, it's a good way to sort of disrupt them. But this is why I'm saying, like, I really want Faramir. Like, Faramir is really, 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 really good. Like, Wounding Arrow, like, chunks the worm. It slows down and it chunks all of the flyers.
It slows down the trolls, does it? Does it slow down the trolls?
Yes,
here comes the worm, boys. Let's go. Worm's up and running in the base.
He's going to get a lot of power points for this.
Yeah, no ranges just out at all. Yeah, no ranges at all in the Gondor base. So Yeah, this could be pretty devastating, this one. Lots of troops going down. I feel like when Alex was, doing all that business and shenanigans with the Lone Tower, he just wasn't building any troops. It didn't seem like he didn't have any troops on the battlefield after that
Here's Faramir.
whole thing.
He bought Faramir, he wins.
Oh, he finally bought Faramir. He's got Marketplace this game as well, so maybe a slightly better economy. Builder going down on the top. It's all happening here, so we'll see if he can defend this level 3 farm. Oh, big arrow volley. Oh, is he watching?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's not. Every time.
He does not know where the X key is. XD.
It physically hurts me. And the level 3 farm is live here too. It physically hurts me to watch him just like.
Whoa!
I don't think anyone.
What hurts you, arrow volley or the noob? The noobness.
The noob. The fact that he's not pressing X. Like, oh my god. Also him just losing this flyer to neglect maybe. Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, the flyer just goes straight for the fortress, right?
Yeah. No, hard counter.
This is not BFME2, guys. This is Rise of the Witch King, so you can't just do that. Pretty interesting. He's got Theoden and Faramir, right? Where's Faramir?
Faramir is with the Rangers. I like the fact that he has Theoden on the map. The little bit of leadership is good. I mean, Aragorn was good for him last game, but he just needs troops. He needs some tower guard just to kind of be a wall. And the fact that SeaKnight keeps building these trolls, and and just
the fact SeaKnight with the first tower as well. Like, what do you think about tower spam in this game? Do you think that that's
it's a really good way when the board state is in your favor to make it. I think that every tower that you build when you're winning generally lowers your chance of losing off of a misplay, or like losing because an army gets wiped. Generally, if you are winning, you should be able to win without them, but it is a good way to sort of like protect a lead. That's my opinion of towers. And also, if it forces Alex to building trebuchets, like that's going to be gold that he doesn't want to have to spend on trebuchets right now. Because what he wants is he wants upgrades. He wants a tanky front line, and he wants to get his heroes rolling. But I think SeaKnight has just sort of like consumed the entire map, though.
He's expanded a lot, hasn't he? He's got nearly 1,000 command points. Alex is just playing a bit too defensive, I think, this game. Over since the Lone Tower summon, he wasn't able to get any troops back on the field, was he? So it felt like he was doing all right to that point. Because when he had the Lone Tower, it was looking okay.
SeaKnight has been a lot more willing to sort of trade units for kills this game versus the last game too.
I think he's just out macroed him this game a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that going to Westfold for Alex was a really good choice because it sort of gives him the opportunity for his cavalry to run really free. But SeaKnight has just I don't think I could put my finger on the moment where it happened, because it felt even in Alex's favor, but all of a sudden, like I get lost in a soliloquism with you about towers, and then I just look and it's like SeaKnight has everything.
Yeah, it seems like he just kind of out APM'd him here. He's just
a little bit
out macroed him. He's building all kinds of
slaughterhouses. Faramir, no.
Oh, Faramir, he can win that, can he?
Yeah, but it's just a lot of damage for no reason.
Can he win? Oh, I don't know.
Not against the flyer. Not anymore. Maybe this is why he doesn't go Faramir. Just forget about him because he's not on a horse. Oh, he has heal, though. Oh, this might be a good bait. The wounding arrow, it's slow.
Could it be a heal bait? Oh. I feel like he needed to wait to show the Rangers,
Yeah, he could have waited a second there for that wounding arrow.
Because if the Nazgul had, like, flown and attacked him the other way, then he could have been in a better spot, right?
Yeah, he's wasting time shooting the blob of troops is going to crash into his base right here, and he's out of position. One thing that Alex could have done this game when because what keeps happening is like Alex is winning, he has troops, in the base, and then he sort of loses everything, and then all of a sudden there's these forces that sort of come back and punish him.
Has he got arrow volley mode?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
he's got a nice. he's got fire arrows. Natural suicide. I miss this game. Yeah, you do miss this game. Well, you can still play it on Game Ranger. If you go on Game Ranger, that is where you can play this game. Ezio Auditor, just dismount the Nazgul and kill Faramir. That would be a good thing to do. That would be a good thing to do. Faramir putting a little bit of work.
He went. Oh man, he went fire arrows. I don't know about that. I feel like the time that he spent have sort of saturated the map with a few more troops, maybe another hero.
Do you feel like Alex needs to build more? He needs to build another barracks, or he needs to build another archery range. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think another racks would really help him sort of just keep up with the amount of troops that are coming out of SeaKnight. But the funny thing about this game is that it hasn't really been very spam heavy. Like SeaKnight has a level 3 Haradrim Palace, a level 2 Orc Pit, and then a Troll Pin, and that's it.
Yeah, that is
into Black Riders, right? Like he's not like flooding the map here. It feels like since the only hero on the board is Mouth of Sauron and
yeah, he's got 5,000 resources, and he's got Rain of Fire coming up. So
yeah, this is a yikers.
He's miles ahead, but he's just not able to actually, clean guillotine this game down. And so, and then we're constantly seeing these like swings back and forth where, yeah, this Rohirrim summon could do quite a lot of work, and like
this arrow volley,
pretty professional arrow volley there. Used it right on the enemy's troops. So like, there's also Rain of Fire coming down. Looks like Rain of Fire being used on the archery range this time. Took the well out as well, which is quite nice. And
we have Kamul on the ground, stabbing barracks. Not sure about this one.
Oh yeah, interesting. They have a lot of health, don't they? These guys on the ground.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty tanky, and it's actually really nice to have them on the ground because they have the ambient debuff that can be really strong.
Alex just demolishing, man. Alex just saying GG.
Yeah, that one was over. I think that he played the early game okay, considering how weird that timing, because the advantage state that SeaKnight was in was because he decided to go trolls, and that was kind of like a read, right? Like that was sort of like a prediction that he made that this would be good this game.
The trolls are really good at the start, I have to say. They were really effective.
It paid off. Like the fact that it was one barracks into stable makes that prediction of trolls really, really good there. But Alex could have done a few more things to sort of stabilize and keep himself into that one. Like he could have put a trebuchet on his fort a little sooner, and that would have helped protect himself from some of those deep dives to keep that level 3 alive. But
yeah, I think Alex did well.
SeaKnight played really well. He cleaned.
Yeah, considering the build orders were like, barracks into stable against trolls. I think Alex did quite well to mount some kind of a comeback. But no, otherwise, SeaKnight, I think that was the most one-sided of the games, that last one.
Yeah, it was. And sort of like he had the Mountain Troll read, like getting that Mountain Troll second unit was really, really good, and like I said, a little bit predictive. And he cleaned up some of the mistakes that he made from the last game. He just needs to stop getting hit by arrow fucking shit.
Yeah, definitely needs that. Arrow volley is pretty OP though, so can't blame him for getting hit by that.
The strongest spell. I would rather have arrow volley than Balrog.
Strongest spell in the game. Did you say you were off, or are you staying around?
Yeah. I'm a little worn out, so I'm gonna go pretend to be an adult. Yeah, it was fun though.
Session.
Thanks.
Yeah. We should do this again sometime. Make a little tournament, we should. Something like that.
It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. Well, peace out. See you.
Yeah, see you, bud.
And thanks everyone for watching and staying with us. I think it looks like we're going to be just calling it a day right there. I'm exhausted, so I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And see you next time. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Take care.